pieces we have to bring you in the next hour. Don't go anywhere, and I'll be back with you in just a few minutes.
Good morning, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. It's lovely to see you all this morning. My name is Rebecca Redican, but do feel free to call me Becky. And today I am just, well, I don't know, it feels really strange actually to be joined by this person. It's Rajitha! Either she has lost a lot of weight and height, or she is not here. She's not here yet, but don't worry. I'm sure if you've all had a glance outside in certain places in the world today, it is snowing. The weather outside is... You can't sing that this time of year, can you? Nope. Anyway, it is snowing outside, and apparently there's a few roads that are closed and everything else like that. So that means two things. Number one, she'll be here when she'll be here. And number two, you probably shouldn't go outside today because you may as well just stick with us. It's lovely and warm and fun in here today. Like I say, you know, the weather out there is a little bit dreadful today. So do take care if you're going anywhere. And if you're not, what a perfect excuse to stay in with us today. I've got loads of treats coming up for you. And don't worry, we are going to have demonstrations as soon as Rajitha turns up. Or, Cass, you're free to do a few, aren't you? Where is she? Oh, she's run away. Oh, I see. Right, Kerry, you're up. Come on. I just love how it's your big bobble hat. No. Looks like an overzealous polar bear. I've got, it's definitely snowing, everyone. But basically, because we've not got a guest designer yet, we will have demonstrations as soon as she turns up. But before that, we are going to say, oh, sorry, stick with us because we're going to do you some silly deals. We've just decided when we realised she wouldn't be here, okay, let's get everyone to stick with us because we're not going to have a demonstration at a usual time today. We're almost positive of that. So let's give you some serious deals. And I've got some really stunning pieces for you today. When's the last time you saw Sugar Light? Because I have not seen a strand like this ever before. This gemstone, I've got to say, is really unique. Do you love Tahitian pearls? Do you also love amethyst? And then have you got a bit of a penchant for a really nice sort of deep, rich garnet? I feel like it's those three collaborated into one. It is just spectacular. It's almost got this shimmer under the surface. It's almost got this sort of luxurious smoothness about it. Is just, do you know what? It's a bit like spinel as well because the luster is impeccable. Oh, it is phenomenal. Look at how high shine that is. Isn't that seriously lustrous? But also, do you see what I mean about the kind of happenings underneath the surface on this? It's so unique, honestly. If you love really rich amethyst, if you love the kind of colouring and interest of a Tahitian pearl, if you love the lustre of a spinel, you are absolutely in the right place here. It's even hard to kind of pin a colour on it, actually. That's how unique this is. You're going to have to get this home to really appreciate it. There's bits that are like purple, and then there's bits that are almost tiger's eye in kind of caramel. It's gorgeous. Can't wait to bring you that later. Also, I have got something very special in here. Thinking of another word like very, just went for very. This you are going to absolutely be rushing to the phones for. In fact, when I opened this box this morning, I just went, oh, I want it. I'm absolutely in love with this. We don't have loads of chances on this though, do we, Scott? 50, but for those of you who want it, guarantee you it's going to be under £40 and it's probably not the type of thing you normally think. Let's just say there's not a strand in here. I'm so excited. I've got loads and loads and loads of treats coming up for you today. First off though, I'm going to start off over here with a nugget bundle. We're going to get you ready. I mean this, because we've not got a guest designer right here, right now. We will do eventually, but because we've not got a guest designer right here, right now, apart from obviously Kerry, we're going to bring you a big selection of offers and deals. Now, we're actually going to be doing some prices that we're not meant to do until our guest designer comes up, because you have to understand that we are, you know, we obviously want the guest designer here completely, but for weather conditions at the moment, we can't right this very moment. So we're going to bring you some serious deals so that you're tuning in, not feeling, oh no, I really fancied a bit of a guest designer right now. It's all right, because we're going to bring you so many deals. Let me start off with these stunning nugget strands. Honestly, the price point you're going to see on this is the type of price point that you're going to think, hang on, have I flashed back to the weekend? This is like a clearance price point. I've got for you here a mammoth amount of strands, and I've got to say, don't they just work well together? Luscious lagoon I've got for you here. Now, let me show you all of these strands and then I'll chat you through them all individually. First things first, let's go starting off, shall we, with your hematite. You've got these gorgeous rondelles. They are super duper dainty from their side profile, but actually from the face of them, quite large indeed, which means you've got a really good drill hole on these. But another thing it means is you actually get the opportunity, in fact, let me move all those away. You actually get the opportunity to see all of the colours at the side. Can you see that if I move these along? Can you see you get the flashes of gold and purple? Now that gives you a really unique look, because if you wanted to do these, say, on the likes of a stretchy bracelet, and as it kind of curves around your wrist, you're going to get that colouring, aren't you? I think that's so pretty. In fact, I have a lot of strands like this, and they've got to be some of the most usable because they're so comfortable against the skin. So on those ones, I've got a sizing of around about a 3x1. I'm then going to bring to you another bit of a blue gemstone, and we have got your lapis lazuli. Now these are big pieces, aren't they? Very big pieces indeed. Please note for me that these are not described as a dyed lapis. These are your lapis lazuli. So what that essentially means is you're getting that true blue tone. It's not a blue that we've kind of faked or faux or kind of added on top of. We've got your genuine real deal lapis lazuli here, which is just stunning. Don't forget, it's one of the most ancient gemstones in the world. It used to be classed, it actually used to be in the art world one of the most kind of esteemed and prestigious and extravagant of all paints. They used to crush it up, and they used to, because there was nothing else at the time that they could make blue from, so they used to crush up this gemstone, mix it with additives and make paints from it. So that means that some of the most loved and most spectacular paintings in the art world were created with this. And actually, quite interestingly, it used to be a way, if quite a regal family, say, or quite an esteemed family wanted a portrait done, if they had a lot of blue in it, it was almost their way of saying, okay guys, look at how rich we are. Guys, look at how much sky there is behind me. This is expensive sky. You know, it was kind of their way of sort of showing off a little bit, if I'm honest. So you've got that gorgeous lapis lazuli, massive pieces in some of those, up to a 22x6, but it's nice they're quite dainty in areas, 9mm somewheres. Okay, I'm then bringing to you this amazonite, and wow, that is almost a, do you know what it kind of reminds me of? It sort of reminds me of a Disney-esque or a kind of cartoon-esque colour, in the sense that it's almost the type of thing you would see in all of these fantasy books, these fantasy novels with these amazing vibrant colours. But again, that's the colour of the amazonite. It's totally real deal colour. Mother Nature's just given us a real treat. So a really beautiful, highly green amazonite. And then last but by no means least, I've got your apatite here. Great clarity aspects on many of these, and again you get that gorgeous lagoon-esque colour. I've got such a beautiful amount here, I can't even actually fit them all in my hand. I've got such a beautiful amount here, there's really loads to work with. Now, already, can I just point out, that price is sensational. That price for me isn't the price point I would expect. That price point instantly, when I look at it in my head, makes me think, okay, one of these has been dropped down in price recently, because here at JewelleryMaker, we're so transparent with you that when we show you a before price, that is the price that it would be if you were to buy it right now, including the sales or price discounts that have been done on any of these strands. I told you it's like a clearance. Honestly, we're going to be doing this until Rajitha gets here, because it's our little way of saying sorry, the weather out there is not great, and we're just going to give you some extra treats. You've got to come in and get deals like this when you have the opportunity to do so. This is a clearance price. Is it just me, or would you be expecting this type of lapis lazuli, not the dyed variety, this type of lapis lazuli, the real deal? Wouldn't you expect that at $7.95? I most certainly would. And in fact, for some reason, I think I have seen it at $7.95. Even if I haven't seen this one here at $7.95, which would be a bargain, even if I've seen this one here at $6.95, that means you're getting 2 double strands and a hematite strand for £1. And you and I both know that hematite that we've been bringing to you lately has been around the $6.95, $7.95 price point. So that is genuinely astonishing. For me personally, it would be a buy one, get 3 for free deal. It truly, truly would be. That is just an astonishing deal. Honestly, we're going to be doing clearance-like deals for you right here, right now, until Rajitha gets here. So let's make the most of it, shall we? Get yourselves on those phone lines. It's 0800 644 655. And do feel free to send us a text in as well today. What are you doing in the snow? What are we all doing? Is anyone building a snowman? What do you mean you doubt it? Do you know what, though? You say you doubt it, but in Birmingham, because I came from the centre of Birmingham today, I stayed at my friend's last night, it's properly settled. Properly settled. So nice. So nice. I love it, I do. I really do. I'm such a big fan. I've got for you, okay, right, I'm happy with the snow now, but if it could maybe sort of relax, you know, at kind of around the 1 o'clock mark when I need to get back to Cheshire, and then it can start again sort of 3 hours later. Oh yeah, that is fine by me. It's lovely to see you all. Good morning, Dorset and Cornwall and Somerset. Hello to Bristol, hello to Aberdeenshire. Lovely to see you, Buckinghamshire. Hello, Cheshire. What's it like in Cheshire? I hope it's all right. I hope it's all right. And all the rest of you, Tyne Weir, Belfast, Essex. $7.95 for you today. What a sensational deal that is. Sorry, Scotty, what did you say? Okay, I've got some more deals for you, and this is another clearance style selection. We're going to be bringing these to you at clearance deals until Rajitha gets here. We're going to be bringing you either clearance deals or special little treats. Oh gosh, my eyebrows just inadvertently danced by themselves. They're not strange. I've got for you here, not 1, not 2, but 3 strands of your multicoloured moonstone. Now, what have we got with this? I absolutely adore this style of moonstone. I've got to say, I think it is such a complementary colour, isn't it? Because you do actually have the graduation within there. And I've got to say, the quality of this is absolutely abundant, isn't it? Let me just show you 1 strand tends to be a little bit easier. Maybe even on a black, it'll be better. There we go. Let me show you. Look at the quality of that. That is spectacular, isn't it? And this just goes to show that moonstone, when you get decent quality, actually can give you a real show, a real light show. It's one of those gems that you can buy moonstone in loads of places, actually, can't you? You can even buy it in kind of high street stores. You can buy it at markets sometimes if you go to little boutique markets. You can buy it online. You can buy it on the internet. But one thing you can't tell when you're buying on the internet is the quality, because we all know, if we've bought moonstone in different places, that sometimes you can get a moonstone that has absolutely none of this. Now, obviously, moonstone has the ability to have this, but one of the reasons that we get such great quality is because because of the cutters we go to, because of the lapidarists we go to, and because of the way in which they are so extremely skilled, they can look into the heart and soul almost of the gemstone and work out exactly which direction they need to cut in so that you get this magnificent, naturally occurring effect of your schiller. 3 strands of these in totals, ladies and gentlemen, a 9x2, nice and dainty, good for an earring, all the way up to a 13x5, beautiful for a bracelet or ring size. You've got 3 strands. You ready for clearance? Your price point today should have been £17.85. £10.95 for you today on these. You've seen the quality, I've seen the quality, okay? Now, the quality of this is exceptional. You can even see it from there, and I'm not even trying, and neither is the light in here. That price point is genuinely astonishing because at the price it was going to be, you're saving yourself sort of £7-8, aren't you? Which is a great deal of an amount to save. And if you think of it, you know, it's about £2.50-ish, obviously, £2.25-ish per strand you're saving, isn't it? Which is a mammoth amount when you think about it. It really is. I mean, if you want to save £2.25 on, well, even in a meal deal. You know, when you go and buy a meal deal, are you like me in a meal deal where that you could get that salad, or you could get that trio of sandwiches, because the trio of sandwiches is an extra 30p. So you feel like you're saving more money. That's what I do. Do you do that? I hope so. You feel like you're getting your money's worth, don't you? I always love when you're like picking a drink and you don't really know which one you're in the mood for, so you just go for the most expensive because you know it's all built in. I love doing that. It's like that, but you're saving, well, about £2.25 per strand. I've never saved that on a meal deal that I can think of. I really haven't. Well done to you all who are coming in and getting with these. What are you thinking of doing with them? Are you thinking stretch a bracelet? I think those are stretch a bracelet would be something really, really nice. Obviously, I can't sort of, you know, say anything to do with the crystal healing aspects of this is true or not. It's not scientifically proven, so therefore I can't say it. But if you do kind of believe in those sort of things, there is a lot of stories and tales and myths and legends around this gemstone, kind of to do with, you know, strength of femininity, to do with kind of guidance and things like that. So if you are into that, do feel free to read up, because it can be quite interesting reading things like that. £10.95 for you. Nice work to everybody. If you've just tuned in, hello, I'm Becky. Our guest designer's not with us just as yet because the weather outside is snowy, but so she will be with us very, very soon, we hope. Sorry, lovely. Chain. Cluster chain. When you think of deep, 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 rich black, and then you're going to think really high-end, kind of think crown jewels, kind of think, you know, incredible pieces in museums. My head instantly goes to gold. Does it with you? The reason mine does is because the look is so, so tantalising. Isn't it? Don't you think? Oh, it's just spectacular, isn't it? What I've got with this one, ladies and gentlemen, is a sensational, sensational high-end appeal. That's probably because you have got a massive amount of your wire, which is, by the way, 925. Now, if you've not seen us before, you're not sure what 925 is, it's real deal sterling silver, okay? It's real deal sterling silver. It's 925, 92.5% real deal silver. And then, over the top of this, we've got genuine 18 karat gold over the top of your 925 sterling silver. Now, when you look at this and you think, as a jewellery maker, a lot of you will instantly be thinking, right, how would I make that? Because that's what we do here at JewelleryMaker, don't we? You'll instantly be thinking, right, how do I make that? Well, essentially, you're going to have to do a double wrap loop, get a gemstone, strand that onto said double wrap loop, and then really tightly and very precisely mimic that double wrap loop on the other side of the gemstone. Then where that double loop was, you're going to have to get a head pin, featherweight head pin, in 925, in real deal gold over the top, and then you're going to have to do another double wrap loop to hang down from the previous double wrap loop. Then You get another head pin, and you're going to use a looper to do another double wrapped loop with a gemstone on, don't forget, really nice and close. And then you go to the other side of the double wrap loop. Get another head pin, put your gemstone on, make sure it's nicely in place, make sure that the drill hole fits, of course, because you know with delicate gems like this sometimes they don't, do they? So you have to make sure it fits, and then you're going to have to do another double wrap loop. And then essentially you do that again because what I've just explained to you makes up that bit there. So this is the initial rosary link, and these here are the two sets of double wrap loop and gemstone on a head pin that you've just done. Now imagine doing that all of this way. That's going to take you a very, very, very long time indeed. And then you have to take into consideration, okay, 925 golden wire, how much is that going to cost? Well, I don't even know, because we here at JewelleryMaker, as you'll know, do the metre lengths of silver 925, and we'll do that around about £21 point, won't we? How much would it be with gold over the top? Oh, I don't even guess. Let's just play it safe. It won't be this, I'm sure, but £25. So £25 for a metre's worth. Well, this actually in length, by the time you've unravelled it all, more like 1.5 meters, with all of the wire for the chain that you actually need, for all of the droppers and all the head pins you're going to need in that gold, in that 925. Oh my goodness, what's that going to be? Close to about 40-ish pounds, isn't it? About 40-ish pounds worth. Then I've got to get the gemstones. Now, the gemstones themselves are going to go on and on and on, aren't they? So essentially, if I could make this chain for £45, I'd be over the moon, but I don't have to. Guess why? Because this is just £24.95. Or is it? I told you. We're doing these prices. We are doing these prices for you, ladies and gentlemen. You ready for this? Your price point today. £19.95 for you today on this. We've just rolled that down. Absolutely no need to whatsoever. You know why? This is stunning spinel. This has got real deal 925 sterling silver with that stunning gold over the top of it. These are micro-faceted spinel as well, which I should mention. They're tiny. They've got these gentle, delicate little facets on them, which are so alluring. And the fact of the matter is that if you just wanted to buy yourself a micro-faceted strand of your spinel, it would be costing you about £19.95, wouldn't it? Easily. And I would suggest that if I took all of these off and laid all these out, it would definitely be longer than my average strand of micro-faceted black spinel. So genuinely, what you've got here is a time saver, something that is stunning. You've also got something that's a big money saver. You really have got something that is a big money saver here. Like my mum always says, you couldn't make it for that. It is just a stunning price point. It really is a very exceptional deal that I've got on this for you. And well done to everyone who is coming in on this one. £19.95. Okay, got to squeeze in another one. Where to, lovely lad? What's in the box? I am so excited to bring you this. Genuinely. It's not a strand. Have you ever prong set anything? You need to get yourself on the phone now, because I've only got 50 of these, ladies and gentlemen, and you are just going to be over the moon. I am so excited about this. I want this big time. Big time. If I was to see this in a high street store, I would most certainly be expecting to pay triple, if not more, no exaggeration whatsoever, triple, if not more, of the price point that these are going to be. Now, let me just get this set up for you. It does come in the box. It comes with the most sensational garnets. Just pop this in here. And it comes with the opportunity for you to prong set 5 of these. Take a look. Oh, but look, you get the opportunity to do 5 of them. Oh, you can see the quality of that rhodolite, can't you? That is absolutely sensational. I mean, as I'm rocking this back and forth, can you see the richness? Can you see that ruby-like red? One thing that's really important with rhodolite, which is very easy to do indeed, as I'm holding this, do you get, oh, come back you, do you get any points in this when I show it to you? Obviously, I haven't prong set this in, I've just placed it in, but you obviously will prong set it so it's all safe. Can you see any white patches on this or colourless patches on this? Because that's something referred to as windowing, and you get windowing a lot in such rich and deep and clear gemstones as this. There's none at all, is there? There's none. You get that gorgeous sparkle. You almost get those kind of romantic, deep, rich pinks and reds internally within this as the light hits those facets on the inside and through to that culoe. There is no windowing on this whatsoever, and it's an extremely, extremely easy thing to do with the likes of a garnet like this. I am absolutely over the moon to be able to bring you this quality. I really am. Now let me just lay these out for you because I just want to show you the bracelet itself. So you've got the opportunity for 5 long pieces. Oh, look at how stunning that looks, doesn't it? You've got the opportunity for 5 of these gemstones, and the 5 do come with it as well. Just tuned. Cannot believe my eyes. Mrs. Christmas has just tuned in and she is over the moon like I am. Genuinely, this is astonishing. I wonder if I could balance the other ones in. Oh, it says, hi, I'm new to JewelleryMaker, but enjoy it so much. I could spend a fortune buying all the gems. Good morning, new person. Hello, everyone. It's lovely to see you. My name's Becky, by the way, if we've not met before. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. I really am, because I think we are a bit of one of those channels, aren't we? It's so much fun to watch. Well, I think so anyway. Welcome to you, and thank you for getting in touch with us. This is just sensational. I'll just show you 2 next to each other to give you an idea of how those are going to look. Now obviously you've got your clasp on there that does come with an extender, but because of the clasp itself, if you needed to, you could of course take off an entire link if you wanted to. This is a little bit big for me. I've got sparrow wrists. But if you wanted to, maybe what you could do is take off the final one, add your extender chain on there, and then actually have that as a pendant, couldn't you? Couldn't you? Can't believe we're doing this, Scott. You ready, everyone? This is sensational. The quality is obvious. Your price point today for this absolutely glorious piece, £24.95 for you today on this. It's absolutely luxurious. It is sensational in its quality. It really, really is. It's stunning to be able to have this wonderful look and this beautiful appeal. Honestly, if you want to get your hands on this, you've got to get yourself on the phone lines. It's so high-end. It's so exquisite. We don't tend to get pieces like this at all. We really, 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 really don't. This should not be happening. £19.95, everybody. Get yourself on the phone lines now. This is genuine, real deal rhodolite garnet, and this in its 925 collection is sensational and really, 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 if you want it, I've got less than 50 available now, so you have to come in on those phone lines. It's 0800 644 655. I would get this home. If you want to, feel free to use your 30-day money-back guarantee. I highly, highly doubt that you will be, though, because this is genuinely sensational, isn't it, Rajitha? Good morning.
Good morning, Becky.
Did you get... Oh, you haven't turned your mic on yet?
Oh, have I not?
No, it's all right. Don't worry. No, don't worry at all. It's one of those mornings. It is one of those mornings this morning. Press that button that's there. That's the one. Yeah. That one there.
It shows all the display.
Oh, is it on? Is it saying it's on? We'll sort it out for you. You've got a stunning bracelet here. You really do. It is exceptional. Very, very pretty indeed. Stunning quality. And I just want to let you know, I've only got 37 of these available, and I've got loads in baskets actually. Good morning, Rajitha.
Good morning, Becky.
How are you?
I'm good. It's sorry. I got stuck. Well, not stuck. I got diverted. M40 closed. I could not take the exit, and this. I was going all around.
It's the weather, isn't it?
Warwickshire, basically.
Oh, bless you! Had a nice tour this morning, then. Oh, bless you! Don't worry. We've been doing sort of clearance style deals in your weight.
Oh.
So you're here now, safe and sound.
I'm fine. Oh, yeah.
Happy
I'm so glad I'm
New
here.
Year,
Thank
first
you.
off.
So happy New Year to you too. We haven't met in the new year.
In the new year? No, not
Yeah.
yet. I'm loving the pieces. Obviously, I've not had a chance to look at these pieces. I've just seen you getting them out. These are beautiful.
I loved it. Yeah, you can see that, it's just going. I thought I'll just make one statement piece and then stop, but then I could just go on.
You kept going and going and going, didn't you?
Yeah.
I can absolutely tell. I haven't seen the mesh, the thicker mesh in ages. It's nice to work with.
And I haven't worked with mesh a lot, but I think, this was a very good opportunity for me to, play around it. I think I have used only once in one of the kits long time ago, but absolutely brilliant kit. I loved it, loved working with it.
Oh, so
the colours and everything, basically.
It is very special, isn't it? Indeed. Okay, not many of these ones left for you now. If you want them, you've got to come in quick to get them. You really do. I'm going to leave those there in case we want to recap a little bit later on. I'm going to do one more item just so we can let Rajitha take a breath and so that she can get all of her goodies ready for us. Now, I'm going to leave that there because it's just stunning. Okay, really quickly, Cabochon collection. And it's a stunning gemstone. It is a moonstone, and the quality, well, see for yourself. You don't need me to tell you. Basically, you might do though, so I'll give you some heads up. If you are new, because we did have a new texter in, when you're looking at moonstone Rainbow Moonstone isn't just a nice name we've given to it to make it sound all fancy. It is a proper name that basically we get loads of testing on our gemstone to show they're the real deal, so we can give you authenticity, so that you know you're getting the genuine thing. You're not getting plastic or glass or synthetics. You're getting the real deal made by Mother Nature. And Rainbow Moonstone has to go through extra tests to say it's not just a moonstone, it's a specific type of moonstone. And the type of moonstone you're looking for is this beautiful white body of colour that gives you this sensational sheen or shimmer over the surface. And that is generally in a stunning blue. And we've got it here, haven't we? We've got it here, haven't we? Look at the quality of this. Now this gemstone, just to let you know, will give you that sheen and that shimmer better in real life. It'll give you it better than the lights in here, because the lights in here are they're not real deal lights, well, they're there. It's not a figment of my imagination, right? They are real lights, but they're so harsh, they're quite strong, they're quite brash, so they can sort of water the colour reaction down on these ones. But even under these lights, you are getting a great quality. And you get it in every single one of these. I mean, just look, the clarity aspect on that as well is phenomenal. And sometimes it can be tricky to get that amount of shimmer under a surface if it's that clear. But not today, because the quality of them is just so impeccable. I'm bringing you 200 carats worth in total on this today. And it is your multi-moonstone shape. So you're going to be getting 200 carats worth, which to me equates to 6 of them. But actually, some of these are quite substantial, so you might get more, you might get slightly less. It is all done on carat weight. Bringing to you an exceptional deal on these ones today. It is absolutely safe to say. Should be $24.95, but we are going to drop this down in price for you, and purely to say thank you for sticking with us. We're getting ready for a demonstration to start any minute now. We are going to drop these down for you today. Your price point on these absolutely beautiful moonstone, just £19.95 on these ones today. They are absolutely stunning. They're so mystical, they're so intricate to look at, not only with the characteristics within the gemstone, but also with that gorgeous blue hue underneath that surface as well. And please don't forget, we haven't applied like a foil, a fancy foil over the top of these. That is the real deal natural effect of these, completely natural bluish adulorescence over the top of these, which is just superbly eye-catching, to say the least. Get your hands on them quickly if you want them though, because I wish I could say I had 102. I just don't. So do get them whilst you can. Really stunning. Great for the likes of your, I would say, pendants. You could also do beautiful rings with these. Brooches, they'd be nice for as well. Really pretty for the likes of a brooch. Get your hands on them whilst you can at just $19.95. What a serious deal. Well done, everybody. Okay, not a huge amount of those in total, but enough for you who want it. Okay, I'm going to get on to the kit now so that we can mosey on over to the lovely Rajitha. So, big, gorgeous, stunning colours here.
Yes, yeah, you can see that, you know, it's like hot pink. But then it gets quite subtle with the quartz and the ribbon in it, you know, the light pink ribbon, the mesh ribbon.
The mesh, yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, it's a lovely kit. I loved it.
Stunning, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's been a while since I worked with gold. So yeah, I've kind of, you can see, I just
it's fantastic.
went
it
to
really
market
is.
with gold colour.
I'm going to get through this as quickly as I can so we can get over to Rajitha, because we do have to go to break on the hour for this first hour. There is loads in this kit, so you're ready, you're strapped in. Let's get going. I've got for you here pink quartz, pop of colour. It is bright, it is bold, it is absolutely sensational, isn't it? It's got like a bubblegum pop of colour to it, which is just stunning. It's quite a romantic pink, actually, isn't it? Don't you think? It's kind of a, you know, Valentine's card pink, isn't it? A little bit. It's very sweet, but actually it's not an over-the-top pink, I don't think. When you see this on the strand, you might instantly think, whoa, that is seriously bright. But actually, when you look at it, say, with my dress, the colours in my dress are the same, but because the dress itself has kind of broken up the pattern with other gemstones, such as, you know, the blacks and the white tones, makes it almost more subtle, doesn't it? And we can help with the subtlety of it with the likes of this one. Beautiful. Pink quartz in another strand as well, by the way. I've got a 6mm and I've got a 10mm in here. And then, of course, you've got that wonderful quartz. That is so pretty, isn't it? The clarity on it is exceptional. Sizing on these ones, by the way, up to a 7x4. A really pretty collection there. And they go sensationally well with the mesh, which I feel like I've not seen in ages in the bigger sizes in particular. I've got for you, back in stock, you've got your 3mm gauge mesh in the golds and the 3mm gauge in the Dusty Rose. Close enough. I've then got for you the original ones as they are, the larger ones. Now these are the types of ones that the likes of Gemma Crow used in her bouquet that of course is renowned now. It won an award here for Design of the Year and it's just so beautiful, it really is. These are the types of mesh she used to create that look. And these are the larger ones, so you've essentially got a larger gauge on these ones. These ones in size are 6mm. And you're getting a meter's worth of these ones. So, of course, it's a mesh, so it can be stretched, it can be moulded, and I'm sure we'll be talking you through that later on with Rajitha. You don't just get it in the gold. You don't just get it in the gold. I'm going to blame the snow. The snow's making me this clumsy because normally you all know I'm not like this at all. I've got another one of your Dusty Roses, and again it is in a 6mm. You do get the little storage pots as well, which are reusable. They come with a screw cap. Then I'm adding some wire. I know that looks like the end of a kit, doesn't it? But I'm going to add you some more wire. I'm going to bring you 10 meters worth of your 0.6 in the gold, and then I'm going to bring you some 0.8. Another 10 meters of that in the gold, and then wait for it. My absolute favourite wire of all time. Boom! 0.25. Is it 10 metres? No. Is it 50 metres? Is it Eckers-like? It's 100 metres spool. 100 metre spool. It is back by popular demand. Oh my goodness. Do you remember sort of about a year and a half ago we stopped doing 100 metres completely, didn't we? We were just doing the 50 metres. And then even they sort of trickled out. We couldn't get a big enough order of them into the 50 metres. You asked. We listened. And we brought you 100 metres worth back in this kit by popular demand. And you need it on a 0.25 because I tell you what, you can use it up very quickly, in particular if you're doing delicate weaves. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is your beautiful Bollywood, and it's a huge array of light, brightness, texture, and luxury with all of that gold, isn't it? Your price point today for this massive collection should have been £49. That's already a really good deal, because I thought when we were doing the some of the meshes, they were sort of £9.95, weren't they, for the larger ones? Are you ready for this silly? This is basically half price, isn't it? That is better than half price.
It is. This is more than a kit, to be honest. Because you know, if you keep the mesh separate, it could be a wire kit where you've got 3 strands of gemstones and then 100 meters of the wire, and then or you keep the mesh together and leave the wires aside. So it's like 2 kits together.
Oh, easily.
For £24.
Easily.
I really wanted to know how much is this going to be priced for, because I could not work out. It's got so many in it.
It's got so much in it. It's costing £24, but actually you're saving £25. So that is better than half price. That is better than a buy one get one free deal. You're paying £24, but you're getting just shy of £50 worth of stock. How exciting is that? Better than half price on this for you today, which is just really wonderful. Divided by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm ignoring the gems for now. £3.42. What is it with the gems then? Please remember, this is 100 metres worth of wire. £3.42. £3.40. £2.40 include £2.40 per component. Wowzers. That's astonishing. £2.40 for this wire.
Not even a single one of these you would get for that price, you know.
No
way.
No, you wouldn't at all.
Because sometimes you can still work out, okay, this one is, slightly, it's not, pricey, but, it's
that's phenomenal. I can't get over that. Oh my gosh, I'm over the moon for anyone who wants to get your hands on this. You don't even have to work it all together, do you? If you don't want to, you don't have to, do you? You don't have to work it all together.
Hello.
Good morning. Come here. I've not given you a hug yet this morning. How are you?
I'm good. I was so excited to, meet you, and I was like, oh no, and then
rush.
I'll be meeting in the middle of the
I know.
show.
We always have the swap overs, don't we? Well, I'm glad you got here all safe and sound.
I'm so glad.
I'm really, really glad. In particular, I'm glad that you've brought these amazing
That is why
pieces.
I wanted to come.
I spent ages doing these. You need to see them. Honestly, you do need to see them. What was your inspiration with this, please?
Oh, I think it was mainly the the name of the kit is Bollywood, but I think it was more than going through the Bollywood part. It was the mesh which kind of made me think, okay, what is it I should do that I haven't done before?
Yeah.
And you will see I've done gizmo with wire mesh. And that kind of gave me, that was the first piece I made, and then I made this, and then there was more mesh left, and I was like, okay, I'll do something else, a random piece. That was the third one, and I thought, okay, I'll do a Bollywood style earring because the name of the kit says Bollywood.
Yeah, absolutely. So you had to, and wow. I love the different ways you've used the mesh. It's really, you've shown how versatile it is here, I think.
Yeah, that is what I wanted. Well, I wanted to, try myself, other than my usual way of doing, using the mesh, what else? So, yeah.
I think they're fab. So we've wrapped with the wire mesh. We've even gizmoed with the wire mesh. We've created these beautiful leaf-like petals with the wire mesh. We've even used the wire mesh actually, kind of at the back as you kind of fastening.
Yeah. So I've kind of, it is a wire kit. I could have just gone crazy with, wire weaving, but I thought, no, okay, I'll make, I'll do something different.
And you most certainly have.
I was tempted to do proper, because it's got a, it's got 6.6 and 0.8 and 0.25, perfect to do some, proper wire work.
It's perfect.
But I thought, okay, let me try something else.
Oh, I think how Grecian does that look? I love the idea of that technique, just on a headband. Yeah, how Grecian.
Exactly, it could be used you could even have it like a
bangle,
a cuff, because
it's
got structure to it because of the wire.
The wire in the centre.
It's not like very light, it's just...
It's stunning. I think it's beautiful. Now, because of the traffic, obviously, we are running slightly behind, but if need be, we will continue more of this after the break. It's just we do need to go at the break bang on the hour. So we'll get started now, shall we? What are we going to be learning to make, please?
I was thinking I'll do the gizmo. I know, we all know how to do gizmoing, but... for beginners, new to jewelry makers, if there's a tool they want to have see, how to get something like that out of it.
Brilliant.
And if there's time, I can always go through the, the leaf pattern I've done there.
Brilliant.
So, yeah.
Let's get started then.
Let's get started. Okay, so yes, I've used wire coiling gizmo for that, and what you would do is. This is the thinner mesh.
So that's 3 mil.
Yes. So what you would need to do is thread in the wire, the 0.6 wire.
Which of course you get in the kit. Don't forget.
Which is in the kit, yes. And you need to thread the wire. Yeah, into the mesh. It's in the beginning, you just need to get the... those who haven't used the wire before, you can see this, it's not... Why am I calling it wire?
Well, mesh. It is a wire mesh.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's made of wire.
The mesh, it's very stretchy, and it comes back to its original shape as well. So it's basically threading in the wire into the wire mesh, because we need some structure. Okay. At the moment, it's just like a cord or a thread, but we need to have, a bit more solid structure to it. Yes. The tip, one tip I will give you when you're trying to thread in the wire into the mesh is bend the wire at the tip. Bend it flat like that. Can you see that? As much as possible. What happens then is, when you're putting the wire inside, it won't get stuck or come out of the
catch.
hole. Yeah, exactly. The end won't catch. So I think the only challenging bit is to get started. Getting into the I've done it now, and now it's all easy. You just need to push it in. Now it won't catch because I folded the wire already, so I can just keep pushing. And I've already done that. Yeah.
How very organised.
So once you've got, I think this is more than a meter.
It's probably about 2 meters.
Yes,
isn't it?
it's about 2 meters. Yes. What you would do is on the gizmo tool, we need to first tie it. Attach it here. Yeah, I'm just explaining just in case there are new jewelry makers who want to know. Those who do wire work must already be knowing how to use the gizmo. And I think we do different versions of the wire gizmo, but yeah, I'm using the simplest one. This is what I started with. And yeah, it's... Oops, sorry, what am I Yes.
So you do it on the side that's closest to the handle?
Yes, on the side that's closest to the handle.
Okay.
In the beginning, you know, you can see I'm just coiling it. You just rotate it and you will see that in the beginning, it's only the wire I've coiled in the beginning, and then the mesh starts, but that's perfectly fine. You need to keep going. So basically what is happening is the mesh, you're making a coil of the mesh, and because there's a wire inside, it'll keep the structure. In order to do those pieces, I have used the gizmo, slightly thicker gizmo
rod.
Gizmo rod. So you can see, basically, I think I coil almost, you know, about around 2 meters, but we need not do it just for the demo's sake. You know, I'll just do maybe half of it, and I'll show you how to get to the next stage, because you can see this doesn't look like what I did there in the piece, because there's the second level that goes on to it, which is, I can talk about it because I'm just coiling now. We're making a coil now, and the second stage will be making another coil of the coiled version. So yeah, I think I'm almost done with it. So there you go. If I just cut this out. And I'll need to cut this wire to take my coil. That releases it. So you can see. So this is basically a coil of the mesh with the 0.6 millimeter wire inside.
Yeah.
The next thing I'm going to do is coil this coil.
Okay, yeah, I see.
So it'll be the same procedure. You need to attach it to this bit. Same thing. I'm going to coil this one. Now, when you're coiling this, it's up to you. You can decide what sort of tension you want to make on the coil, on this version, because if you hold it tight, you will see that when it starts coiling, there's more gap. So it looks like as if it's beads coming up.
Yeah, I see.
You know,
coil
beads.
like spaces.
Exactly,
next to each other.
exactly. It's like coiled spaces. But if you want to keep it loose, it'll just be, you can see that it'll just look like a coil rather than, these spaces. So I preferred, keeping a bit of tension so that you could see the, it coming up like as if they're spaces or beads. And this is what was more exciting, because if you look at it, you can't make out it's a mesh.
No, you're right,
it's a wire
can't.
mesh.
You really can't.
So this is when you're home, just make sure that you're taking your time to do it neatly. I'm just doing it in a rush. But can you see that I just cut this? Yeah.
Oh, love that.
Can you see that? This is a thinner version of what I have done.
Yeah.
For the necklace, because I used a thicker rod.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like about 1/2 centimeter wide. But this is just a smaller version, and something like this you can use to make a earring.
I love that idea.
Even if you just chop them into 2 or 3 pieces, they become beads.
Really
just
like that
spaces,
idea. And then you can
you can just add gemstones.
And what you could do, I suppose, you could pop one of those sort of beads on and maybe have a little bit of a spiral at the end.
Yes, exactly.
For a pair of earrings.
Oh, yes.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I've got your spiral maker here, and I've got to say that this is back in stock for you, ladies and gentlemen. If you've not seen this before, it is so simple to use. It really, really is. So basically, you'll undo these sections here. So you just unscrew them. You do that 3 times. And then this piece will come apart. And then what you do is you'll guide in your wire through here. Now, you can use pretty much any wire you can set your mind to. You know, a 6mm and 8mm is perfect on this, but try it out with others. What's the worst that can happen? And then all you have to do is you actually move this section in the centre here. So as you move this around, it's going to actually make a perfect spiral. So you sandwich it back together, of course, but then it'll make a perfect spiral. And this spiral can be relatively large. It can actually kind of make up the main space in here. It's so simple to do, but what it means is you get the same type of spiral every single time. And obviously, it's really easy to do a loop, isn't it? It's easy to do a headpin loop, but to do a proper spiral that is even throughout, that is perfect every single time, that doesn't scratch or scathe or dent or take the colour off your wire, because I'm sure if you'll know that if you want to do a really large piece, it can be tricky to do. It's not going to do any of that. This is going to be perfect for it. It really, really is. And you can see exactly how easy. Look, can you see that coil making already at the bottom there? It's not taking off any of the gold, is it? It's not making any scratch marks in it at all, because this has got the, it's kind of plastic, so it almost feels a bit Teflon-y actually, nylon-y. It's perfect to be able to use, and it's just with the twist of a handle. You take it apart again, you take your spiral out, and you can use it as many times as you like. Look, there it is, there's your spiral. Made, created, perfectly done, and you can use that for anything you set your mind to. Get your hands on this whilst you can, backed by popular demand. Your price point today for your spiral jewellery maker, £8.95 for a piece of kit that is not going to go out of style, it's not going to go out of fashion. We always use spirals, don't we? We've got spirals used by all of our guest designers that I can think of at one point or another. So £8.95 for this is perfect, in particular if you've got that kit. Now the kit is currently at the bottom of your screen. If you've just tuned in, hello everyone, welcome. The kit was a sensational price, because it's only £24, but you're saving £25 because it was £49 on the nose. So you're better than half price on this today, which is genuinely, absolutely astonishing deal. Better than half price. So, and you get all of this mesh, you get all of this wire, and it's going to be great to use with the likes of your spiral maker, which is £8.95 at the side of your screen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have to go to a break now, because we have to go to a break dead on the hour for free view purposes and boring things that we don't need to know about. But after the break, we're going to come right back here. We're going to be carrying on this demonstration with the lovely Rajitha, and of course we've got more deals and bargains. Don't go anywhere. We'll both be back very shortly after this break.
JewelleryMaker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information. Do you need a helping hand to get started with JewelleryMaker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our JewelleryMaker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques. Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you'll receive 10% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
We here at JewelleryMaker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you'll receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service, and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with JewelleryMaker FIFO reviews.
If you have a question or a query for JewelleryMaker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Here at JewelleryMaker, we love seeing your jewellery creations, learning about your inspiration and reading your blogs. If you write your own craft or jewellery blog, then we'd love to hear from you. Simply tweet us at jewellery_maker UK with your blog link and we'll be in touch.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from JewelleryMaker. JewelleryMaker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Hello everybody, welcome to JewelleryMaker. It's lovely to see you this morning. Hello all. We've already been on for an hour, but maybe you're watching us on repeat, maybe you just tuned in. If so, my name's Becky. It's lovely to see you this morning. Is it snowing where you are? It's snowing here. I left my friends this morning. My friend went out for hers for some food last night, and I stayed at hers last night, and I left this morning in the middle of Birmingham. And for any of those who maybe haven't watched the show that much and doesn't know me, you're going to think I'm over-exaggerating now completely. But for those of you who watched a lot and you know what I'm like, you know this is not an exaggeration. I walked out this morning, you know you walk out of the door and you have a little suitcase in hand, just trundle. Not today. I walked out of the door, so I thought it was raining. I was like, oh, sort of opened the door, you know, trundled out. And then all of a sudden it was just, and I just whispered to myself out loud, it's snowing, like that, honestly. But I mean, it was walking like, with my case, I was like, oh my gosh, and I thought to myself, I want to skip. And then I thought, don't skip. I thought, don't skip. People can see you, I'm sure of it. But I did, walked out, just, it's snowing. Oh my gosh, I just love it so much, I really do. If you think I'm excitable all the time, you want to see me when it's snowing. Blimey, Charlie. It's lovely to have you with us this morning. I hope the weather's okay where you are. We are going to head on back over to my lovely guest designer today, Rajitha. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, Rajitha, because of the weather and everything else, did get stuck in some traffic. So, we've already done part of her kit, but we're carrying it on now, so we're going to do some more demos in a moment for you. We've just shown you how to create this beautiful gizmo coil using mesh. So that section there, you see that gold section with the gems from it, isn't that stunning? We've just shown you how to do that. And we've actually got back in stock by extremely popular demand, our professional coiling gizmo. Huh?
I made with that.
You made it with this one. Now, why did you choose to do it with this one?
Because I needed a long one. because if you have a look at any of these two necklaces, the gizmo version is about 10 to 12 centimeters long. So you can imagine how long would the original coil would be.
Yeah, you're going to need a big section.
You know, with the basic
mini one.
I could only make this, and you saw that I used the whole rod length.
Yes.
And I could only get this length.
Whereas with this, ladies and gentlemen,
yeah.
oh,
No, I love it. My boys love it. They just have to come and, you know, play with it because it's like a tool.
it's a proper cool looking tool,
Exactly.
isn't it? It really is. And ladies and gents, you've got loads of these. If you've not seen this before, you'll have seen Rajitha using the mini coiler before. It's kind of our original. This is like the professional, proper one. There is no limits to using this really, because look, you can make huge pieces with this. You get a double sizer of it. Look. So you close that in like that. You do it at that side, and you can use the whole length of this. Obviously, you've got the two clamps at the bottom, if you can see them. You just tighten them up to fit whatever table you've got. It's even got the little padding on there, so it's not like to scratch your table. And then you close the teeth around this, and you use it in exactly the same way. You just turn in that handle, it turns the whole rod. And you've got loads of different sizes of rods as well. Look at these. You don't just get this one. You're getting super thick, like this, but you're getting all the way down. Where's the thinnest one? Come here, you. There you are. Look at you. Look at the graduation in size you've got with this. Means you can make delicate earrings with this even. Look at the difference. Huge, massively chunky to really sweet and delicate. You do also get your little booklet with here to tell you exactly how to use it, although it is so simple to do. We've got DVDs based around Gizmo by the likes of Rachel Norris. We've had demonstrations by loads of guest designers, including Rajitha, who's done one for us this morning. Honestly, it's one of our most prestigious pieces of kit. The amount of positive feedback on this is almost unrivaled with any other product. We've got 5 different sizes on the rods. You've got that really useful holding device, as it were. This is your professional gizmo coiler. Your price point today for this, oh sorry, I've just said it as Dion's come in and sat down, sorry. £24.95 for this professional bit of kit. Honestly, it is astonishing. It's going to last and last and last.
It's a great investment, I would say. And not only that, if you think you need an even longer one, and you have your own rod, which is that long, you know, you just need to use those 2 bits, and you know, and your own rod, you know, however long you want it to be.
Yeah.
And it'll fit into that as well.
Which is fab, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got the picture here of exactly how it goes when it's set out. And also, look, it has examples of exactly the types of things you can create as well. Sorry, this one's a bit scrumpled, it's our studio sample, but it tells you exactly how to use it in picture form, so it's so simple to use. And just to let you know, you get like your little Allen key in there just to help tighten it up. There's loads and loads you could do. So we are going to head on back over to Rajitha to finish off her demonstration. Let's head on back over. I'll bring Roo with me. Come on over, everyone. If you didn't get your hands on the kit, oh my gosh, the kit's at the bottom of your screen. We took £25 off and made it £24. It's better than half price. You got the original meshing, the types that Gemma Crow use on it to win her awards and stuff. You've got the super fine meshes in there as well. We took it to better than half price because we've got a decent quantity. So if you want it, come and get your hands on it because there was loads in there, including 100 metres of 0.25 per component. We worked it out about £2 something per component.
£2.49. Yeah.
Oh, your memory is.
No, it's just because it's 10 items, isn't it?
Up here for thinking, down here for dancing. That's the way I see it. That's good. Yeah, you're right. About £2.49. It's an amazing price point. Okay, so these are the pieces that we're going to be creating. We've been starting to look at exactly how to make that piece right there in the centre. So we've already made the gizmo coil section. Now we'll move on to the next bit. Now, which bit do we go on to next, Rajitha?
So it's adding the gemstones.
I see, adding the pink gems.
Yes. To add on to that, again, we need to give a structure to this coil version too, because actually speaking, it's kind of hollow. So you take the 0.8 millimeter wire, and you can actually thread in the wire through this larger coil, the coil we made from the previous demo. And for some reason I can't bring it out, but it should come out. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so this is what it is. Now, if when I talk about giving structure, it's if you want to give a shape to the coil, you can see that once there's a wire inside, you can mold it into any shape you like.
Fab.
Okay. Now, you need this because even if you want to add even when you want to add the gemstones, because what I'm trying to do is I will be adding the gemstone to that inner wire. I will be coiling again, but it'll look as if I'm coiling around this coil, but practically speaking, I'm coiling it around this wire.
I see.
So to start with, yeah, I've taken. I think this. You can still keep the wire in the reel if you like, because if you don't know how long you would need. Add yes, thread in the gemstones, and I've used these smaller pink quartz. It's quartz,
correct,
isn't it?
yeah.
Yes. Yes. What you would do is first coil. You could use 0.6 if you like 0.25 wire as well. Perfectly fine. Now I would actually start with simply coiling using the wire 3 times, and then take one gemstone, and you can see that through the ridge you take this wire, so it feels as if you're coiling around this coil, but actually it's the inner wire that you're going to coil it around. Second one, take another one which you think spaces it out equally. So basically first time I did it on this one, this time I'm not taking this one, but
Yeah,
I'll
you go
take
to the next.
Yeah, I'll go to the next one, because then there's good space between the gemstones as well to kind of maneuver if you're trying to shape it. So, and when you're coiling it for that necklace, I made sure that the gemstones stay on a lower level than the actual coil.
Okay, I see.
Because what shows up is this is the gold color, but then there's this pink line underneath it. It's just that effect I wanted to give. So yeah, that's about it. I can just do it quickly. But yeah, when you're doing it at home, make sure you're taking your time. Check that you're taking the wire to the right space. I'm just doing it randomly at the moment so that I can go to the next stage. So that's, and when you come to the end, make sure you coil it. Yeah, I've attached that 2 or 3 times, coiled around, and so I have. Can you see that now?
That's gorgeous.
This itself, you can just add a chain here and there, and it's a tiny, necklace. Now, again, can you see that these side portions, they're not very neat?
Okay.
But what I did there was I used, I made these end caps.
Yes.
Using the
wax Wycombe.
Using the wax Wycombe, and do you want me to demo that, or just show how?
I think we're all right at the moment, aren't we? We've got one of those online if you want to see how to do the wax Wycombe.
Yeah. So it's so once you have the wax Wycombe made, it's simply a cone, and I prefer using that because then I don't have to worry about how the inside bit is. You don't have to spend time making it neat. You can just, this is the main wire that stays. So all the dirty things hide beneath. I haven't got the second one, but I'll just do this one. And then I added this small gemstone again, just to give it a nice finish. What you would then do is make a loop. Make a loop at the end, because you don't know what your necklace, what do you call, lace is going to be. You could use a chain or a cord or even the mesh. So if you haven't decided on it, just leave a loop there so that once you've decided, you can always attach it. That's what I always do. I leave that as the last stage. And I've made a wrap loop there, and I've done this.
That's beautiful, isn't
And
it?
Same thing you would do here as well. And that, you know, it's like a mini necklace I made there. The pendant,
Yeah.
I can it's a detachable pendant if you...
Shall I bring it across?
Yes,
All right.
please. So, this is it.
Ah.
Yes. So you can actually wear it as it is.
That looks really
you know?
pretty.
So, or what you could do is you could attach it here, or if you have just a chain, let's say, you know, yeah, so it's like different ways of using the same piece. What I did there was, I think demo of this one will take time. Is there anything you want me to demo? Because I can quickly go through that one if you want.
Pardon? Demo? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. What do you want to demo? Dion's asking.
Okay, oh cool. You know the leaf I made?
Yes, yeah. So the leaf design at the very end in the gold.
This will
We're gonna
take
show you how to
time,
do that. Yeah,
but
yeah.
This is exactly what I've done.
Yeah, fab. Let's
So-
do that bit. Perfect. So we're going to learn how to do this bit. Before we were saying how gorgeous that would be as kind of a Grecian theme or like a headband. That would be stunning, wouldn't it? Really pretty. You've got your professional gizmo coiler on your screen right now as well, just to remind you all.
It's a yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, don't worry,
Yeah.
I'm silly.
It's a very simple technique. It's like I didn't even measure it. I was just doing it in random. So you made a loop there.
So what wire is going through the mesh?
Oh yeah, it's the same wire. Can you see that?
0.6.
Yeah, for the demo I used the 0.6.
Yeah.
And into the thinner mesh, thinner wire mesh, and leave about 2 inches because you would want to make a loop later to attach it to the necklace. But you make a loop like this, and you made it. See that? It's basically that. And what you would do is just bring this up. Okay, because we have wire inside, it'll stay like that. And I'm going to repeat that. You can see. Okay, and this goes behind. Can you see how easy it is?
That's
It's
so
building-
simple.
It's so simple.
And it holds its shape
It holds
beautifully.
its shape exactly. Once you've done enough of, I think
For whatever
to finish
piece you
it
want.
off, yeah, exactly. To finish off, the last one I made as the last one
As a
would be
final
like
loop.
release, final loop, and then just loop it around once, and you can just cut it. You don't have to worry about securing it at the moment. I'm assuming that's my back side.
Okay.
So once you've got this, what I did was I added the gemstones, not just for decorative purpose, but to make sure that this is not loose.
Bouncing,
So
yeah.
what I did there was I used the 0.25.
0.25. Just to
Yeah.
remind you, there's 100 metres worth of 0.25 in that kit. We took £25 off it. The kit was only £24, so it's better than half price. It's an amazing kit. It's at the bottom of your screen. Got to be the biggest saver in a long time.
Yet, and to do that, start with the bottom, loop it around like 3 times. It's basically securing the 0.25 wire to the piece. I think I use quartz, but I'll show for the demo purpose. I'll use the pink quartz. For the jewelry piece, I use the white quartz, the clear quartz. Yes, so you thread in the gemstone. And we know that we've already looped 3 times. Just loop it another 3 times, and from the bottom side, bring the wire to the next joint. loop it 3 times, and then next gemstone. Again, 3 times. I would do 3 times because it's 0.25 wire, which is thin, but it is perfect for these sort of delicate work.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah, you bring it up from the bottom. So we are at the last one. So, sorry. First, you would just do it with the wire. Then with the gemstone, and it's all done. And I cut it off. So basically, I can actually attach these two, and that itself is like another necklace.
That's stunning, isn't it?
Yep.
That is so beautiful. Thank you so much for showing us that, Rajitha. It's so pretty, isn't it?
It's a very simple method, you know. So
but it looks
beginners can also pick it up. Well, yeah, it's the mesh.
It looks wowzers, doesn't it? It does look amazing.
Thank you.
Really does. Now, it's lovely to be with you, ladies and gentlemen. If you've just tuned in, the reason we're still doing a demo now is because traffic outside is horrendous because of the snow. So Rajitha was running a little bit late, so we decided not to cut the demo short, decided to carry it all on and stuff. So Rajitha, bless her, she's in such a rush. I hope you don't mind me saying this. She's got no makeup on.
I'll do the shower.
Your skin is amazing. I tell you what, if I turned up with no makeup on, whoa, people will be switching off. So we have been in a real big rush. So right here, right now, we're going to be doing your beautiful Wall of Fame. A lovely little sing-song then.
Yeah.
Catching that Wall of Fame music, isn't it? We're here at the Wall of Fame. You send in your pieces and you enter for free and you have the chance to win prizes. It's great. Rajitha's going to start.
Okay. First one is 191. This is from Catherine Parker. Hi all at JM, hope you're all well. I had an operation last week and I'm going to be stuck in bed now for a while whilst I recover. Only managed to make one piece this week from a kit I bought just after Christmas. I love the colours, rose gold and antique bronze colour wire pendant with shell pearl, labradorite, druzy and bronze coloured black agate. I hopefully will be able to make matching pieces soon. Good luck everyone. Oh, Catherine, I hope you feel better soon. But it's a lovely piece. I was telling Becky, you know, it's
beautiful. Please do rest up and get well soon. 194 belongs to Annie King, and it says, hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and looking forward to an even better new year with all these fabulous bargains. I've even bought 1 or 2 of the items on sale this weekend, waiting patiently, or really impatiently, for the postie to arrive with my parcels. Here is my entry to the Wall of Fame in rose. It's a rose gold tiara, all components from JM except the crystals. Quite pleased with it, albeit very simple. Good luck to all in the draw, including me, and that is Annie King in sunny Hebburn, Tyneham Wear. Thank you for sending that in. Oh, Hebburn, like the programme. Everyone else seeing that? Nope, just me. Okay, cool. You know what I mean. 194 for you. Thank you for sending that in. Very pretty. Happy New Year.
192, and it's a lovely wire work piece. Wire wrapped rose set in copper. This has been sent by Fiona Stanston.
Thank you for sending that in. Thank you for sending that in, Fiona. Love those rosebuds.
Oh no.
195. Wendy says, hello everyone at JewelleryMaker Mansion. Hope you're all fit and well. Good news about Eleanor's forthcoming baby. Hope it goes well. I cannot believe all the amazing bargains that I've purchased. It was like being in a sweetie shop. Here is my entry to the Wall of Fame. Large wirework pendant made with garnets, pearls, crystal, quartz and wire with layers of ribbon. Good luck to everyone on Wednesday's draw. Sending everyone the best wishes, love and hugs from Wendy in Nottinghamshire. Wendy, thank you for sending us that in. I love how you've gone for those garnets. So high end with the cords. It was beautiful. It really does. 195. Good luck.
This is 193 and it's from Hazel?
Yeah, from Hazel.
Yeah, from Hazel. Here is my entry this week. A plain, simple stone, not sure what it is, but it has schiller on a black chain. Stone reminds me of storm clouds, all from JM.
Stunning.
That's the name of the subject.
Storm clouds gather.
Yeah, good luck to all this week. And this is what I say. It's simple, but it's lovely,
really
isn't it?
eye-catching,
Brilliant,
isn't
yeah.
it?
Is it labradorite then?
Could be a labradorite, it could be a lava kite.
Oh,
It's hard to tell in the
yeah.
picture, isn't it? But I think it's beautiful. Could even be a spectralite, who knows? Thank you very much for that. Okay, everybody, do you fancy a real deal of something special? Let's go to a star buy. They're just so elegant to touch. They feel like Mother Nature intended. They're like an organic silk that is just kind of almost folding over your skin. Honestly, it feels sensational. It's cool to the touch. It's so soft. It's such a tactile pearl. I don't think I've had such tactile pearl before. It is sensational. White freshwater pearls. Just look at the movement on those.
I haven't seen these before.
No. You've not seen anything like this before? No. It is spectacular. What I have with these ones is I have your cultured pearls in their button form. They've got this spectacular, do you know what, they're almost like a cabochon shape in the sense they've got this stunning base where this is actually formed by Mother Nature. So if you imagine they're created, if I show you this section here, so you see how the base is flattened. That's because if you imagine my hands, the mollusk, the way these have been created is that has been at the base of the mollusk, okay? So naturally, of course, when the nectar settles, it settles into a flat. So that's created by Mother Nature. That is literally the forming of the inside of the shell. So you can literally see on these how Mother Nature has created them. And then, because you've got that nectar, which is very, very viscous, it's almost like a silk-like substance, actually. It's very, very thick and viscous. It layers and layers up. It creates this sensational dome. Now, these are not a baroque. You can tell that, I can tell that. They are a true button. A baroque will be much more organic, much more kind of almost erratic in places, actually, because they can be really lumpy and bumpy, much more irregular. These are not that. These are telling you that the base has sat against a beautiful shell in their creation. But this is also telling you that these want to no longer sit against the shell with that base. They want to sit against your skin. So what once was the location of the shell, now is the location that these are going to rest upon you. Whether it be your wrist, your décolletage, these are going to sit perfectly. I'm so in love with these, and it is a style buy because of their beauty. They're extremely high-end. I mean, look, they're a luxury size pearl. Soon as you get to a 9mm, you've got your luxury size pearl by GIA standards. I've actually got a 9 to 10 by 10 approximately on these. They're unique, they're individual. The quality in all aspects of these, to me, is phenomenal. Your price point today, ladies and gentlemen, £12.95 for something that is this perfect, this precious, something that is this delectable, but I've just taken it to £9.95 for you. That is something truly phenomenal, truly exceptional. These are real deal. These are not plastic. These are not fake. These are not faux. These are actually made in a pearl, and you can see that. You can see exactly where they are made in a pearl. Look, you can see the base of these by Mother Nature. That is phenomenal. That is exceptional. And that makes them great because they are going to rest nicely. They're going to rest perfectly. If you want to create a ring with these, they're going to sit perfectly as a ring because it gives you a perfect round look from the top. But actually, when you look to the side, you'll be able to see there is a flattened base to these. Now, that is great because I personally, I don't know if you know this, I can be clumsy now and again. And I personally find that if I've got a round pearl on a ring, because it is perfectly round, it stands up so much more that actually it can kind of nick, it can kind of scratch. It's a bit too bulbous. The back of these makes them just so perfect. £9.95 on that is absolutely astonishing, isn't it? It really is. There's so many of you treating yourself to these. Just to let you know, it doesn't tell you how many of those people are buying. I can tell you that 2 of the names on that list, you know, treating themselves, definitely. It's lovely to see you all. There's loads of you with it in your baskets, and I really do need to encourage you ASAP to be checking those baskets out, please, because there's loads of you. I mean, there's loads of you with it in your basket, so do check those out. It's lovely to see you this morning. Good morning, everyone. I hope the weather's okay where you are. I hope, you know, you're not stuck in any snow and any ice or anything like that, but I hope you are enjoying it. I hope you got my it's snowing moment this morning. Honestly, it was just magical, so magical. Hello, Vera. Do you think it's horrible, Dee? Honestly, I love it. It's snowing. It's snowing here. Been out 1 hour and come back. Please, can I have a look at Rajitha's beautiful bracelet she is wearing? Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Is that Viking knit?
It is. You can make it with the wire we had in the kit.
Oh yeah, love that
idea.
idea.
And I've just put in some gemstones inside.
Look at that. Do you want to hold that there? Hold that still. We'll be able to look at it. Oh, they are pretty with those gems inside, aren't they? Good spot,
So you
Vera.
can see it's the same white, wax white cone, and it's the Viking weave, and you just put in the gemstones. Actually, it'll look good with the gold and the pink we had in the kit.
It's fab, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really beautiful. Thank you, Vera, for getting in touch.
Thank you.
I just want to mention to you, if you've just tuned in, I've got something very, very special coming up for you. Very special. This gemstone, to me, is an amalgamation of some of the best gemstones in the world. And it goes so well with this pearls, I just have to show you it together. Sugar Light. That is something special, isn't it? That's coming up for you, ladies and gentlemen. You may never have gotten to own this gemstone before. And if you haven't, it's coming up for you shortly. Okay, I'm going to bring you some 925 now. Well done, everyone who got these pearls. Absolute bargain and a half. 925 sterling silver pack I've got for you here. Now, let me get a few of these treats out for you so you can see them. I'm going to be bringing you your 925. Now, 925 you will notice, I'm sure, going up and up and up in price of late. It always tends to. At this time of year, it always tends to, because of Christmas and there's more demand for it. People want more of it, so they raise the price of it. It happens a lot. We've got for you here some gorgeous sterling silver, and this hasn't had the price hike at all. And I've got to say it's one of your favourites because, look, it's your heart-shaped chain. That is just beautiful, isn't it? So, so pretty. If you wanted to, you know, I brought you that amazing bracelet earlier on. If you wanted to, it's this one. I brought you opportunity to prong set 5 of these gemstones. The gemstones came with it. It's a 925 base and it's a bracelet. You could actually add a few different drops on here using the likes of these head pins, couldn't you? Because the quality is absolutely there, isn't it? I don't have a massive amount of these left. We sold them in the first hour. It is genuine garnet and sterling silver if you want them. It's exceptional quality, and obviously you get enough gemstones to fill it. I just popped 2 in for you. But you could add loads of different kind of details to it if you wanted to with this, couldn't you? Because the quality is there. If you want to treat yourselves to this collection, then now is your opportunity to do so. Although the price is going up in other places, actually here today at JewelleryMaker, they're going down. £9.95 for you on this one today. That, I've got to say, is an absolute sparkler of a deal, because I genuinely believe, sorry, just accidental song there for you. I wasn't dropping anything. I genuinely believe that if I created a bracelet like this for, say, my niece or someone in my family that I loved and adored, with a little clasp on the back, she would 110% think that that was more than a tenner. Just for that. Easily. Easily. Hey Shirley, I love snow, but can't cope at the moment. I'm just back dog walking and still not healed. Oh, of course, because you had your leg. Of course, because of your leg. Oh, so can't risk my leg being re-broke. Oh, of course, Shirley, because Shirley was, she's been very careful with her leg at the moment because she hurt it. She's been out, you know, doing her swimming and things, you know, keeping active. But, oh, bless you, yeah, you've got to be careful, of course. You don't want to go skidding around and re-breaking that, do you? Staying with us. Staying with us, why don't you? It's a good enough excuse, isn't it? Hey Deb, I hate snow, so please keep it in Redditch, as I don't wish to share it down here in Hampshire. Love the demos. I didn't think anyone hated the snow. I love the snow. My dog loves the snow. It is nice watching out of the window. Yeah, but I love it when there's like a snow mound and you're sort of walking along, you go, I'm going to jump on that. And then you jump on it, and all of a sudden it's like, whoop, you know, you're covered in snow. I love that. And I also like taking my dog out for a walk in the snow, because my dog's a golden retriever, but she's a very, very pale golden retriever. So when you take her out in the snow, she just has like two eyes and a little nose, like bouncing around. Oh, I love it, I do. Hello, Andrea. Hi, Becky. I'm with Dee. I don't like snow. Only snow I like is on Christmas cards. I love that. How do you feel about the snow?
I love the snow because I do think that, you know, it must snow at least once every year.
Yeah.
Just to get that, you know, it's that brightness I love. You know, it's like clay. It's like peace, isn't it? Yeah. And then fun and peace. But I hate the next day, you know, when it becomes slushy and slippery and.
Yeah, no, I'm not into that bit so much.
You know, I could, you know, someone could just, you know, take that away.
Yeah. Just give the good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just such a fan with it. And I love when it's snowy, you can put on loads of layers, which is great after Christmas, because we're all a bit fatter. It's great, you can't tell, can you? Just think you've got loads of layers. Hello, Shirley. I will stay with Yola and spend the rest of my redundancy.
Thank you, Shirley.
You little love. Okay, everyone, well done to people who are getting that. Just to let you know, it is 45 pieces. Someone's been asking. £9.95 for you today. 45 pieces in total. Now, please do not forget for me, if you're getting your hands on something high-end like this, you're going to want to keep the quality at an optimum. And one way you do that is by making sure they don't tarnish. As soon as you get a silver that tarnishes, it's a bit of a pain, really, to bring it back. Do you know what it reminds me of, that saying? A stitch in time saves 9. It's like that. Everyone's heard that, right? No. Okay. Basically, a stitch in time saves 9. So, say you've got a hole in your pocket, like I did a couple of weeks ago. Little hole in my pocket, little. If I'd have given it just a stitch in time, it'd have saved me doing what it is now and ripping it, so that now when I put my keys in the pocket, they actually fall into my coat. So I have to put my hand through, down, into the pocket and kind of root around at the bottom of my coat, because a stitch in time saves 9 stitches. You get it? Yeah?
Why 9?
Well, probably just because it rhymes, I'll be honest.
Yeah. But
why not 7, Dion? Come on now.
Exactly.
A stitch in time saves 7. It's not the same, is it?
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, it rhymes, yeah.
A stitch in time, leave it and buy wine, says Ollie. But it's exactly the same with anti-tarnish strips. You can bring the shine back on 925, but if you can prevent it, it's going to save you all that hassle, if this makes sense. You lot at home get me. I bet Cass knows that saying. Cass knows all those types of things. Don't you, Cass? Cass, do you know that? Okay, that's a blank look.
You know, I'm just thinking about, you know, looking for the keys down, you know, and
Oh,
I've
yeah.
done it so many times.
Oh, so many times.
It's this corner or is it that corner?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm glad it's not just me. See. So with these, it's a stitching time saving 9, because what you get is these anti-tarnish strips. So these are designed so that essentially they stop your silver from tarnishing. All you really need, well, they prevent it for a long period of time, and they do stop it in many instances. So all you need really is one piece of this, a large piece like this for, say, a big bracelet, a big necklace. If you bought this bracelet earlier on, or you're planning on getting your hands on the last 5 or 6, say you've got to store it in this box, you don't even need a full one. You can cut this in half, actually. Put it in there with your sterling silver, and it's not going to age. It's not going to get all grubby and that kind of browning colour in there, because these are essentially taking out the oxidisation in the air for that area. You've got in loads of these in here, actually, 20 in total. That's going to do you, depending on the pieces of jewellery, it's going to do you 40 pieces, could even do you 100 pieces, depending on what type of box you had them in. And, of course, you can cut them, so you could do even more than that if you wanted to. Anti-tarnish strips, your price point today for a 20-pack of these, £3.95. Now, okay, you can go and get the lengths of that bracelet cleaned, but you wouldn't be paying £3.95 to go and get it professionally cleaned. You could, say you had something like the likes of a Dremel, and you just wanted to polish something up. You know, it doesn't have to be the silver, but you just wanted to polish something up, say your copper. Yeah, you can do that, but first off, you have to make sure you've got a Dremel. You have to have a bit of time to do it. If there's dainty, intricate pieces, you're never going to quite get into those areas. You know, this is a stitch in time, saving 9, ladies and gentlemen. £3.95. It saves you hassle, it saves you time, and it is a really very, very useful thing. Only time snow, oh gosh, I can't look up and hold things. The only time snow is nice is when I don't have to drive anywhere. I had a bad experience when a child slipped up in the middle of the road and a bus was coming. Oh my gosh, Dee! Be careful, obviously. But that's the thing with snow. As long as you're not driving in it or you don't have to go out in it, then it is wonderful, isn't it? Or if you're in a field, or if you're in a forest, or if you're having a snowball fight, or if you're building a snowman, or if you've got children, or if, like me, apparently you are a child, or if your name is Becky, if you want to do snow angels. I just love it. I do. I really do. Hello, Pauline. She's saying, I love it when you wake up to that special glow and stillness. You just know it snowed overnight. Oh, I love snow, but not ice. Oh, yeah, Pauline. Ice, different kettle of fish. Ice is like the angry cousin of snow, isn't it? Know what I mean? No, I get that. But, yeah, the snow is brilliant. And do you know what else I like about snow? It's slightly warmer, isn't it? To snow, it is slightly warmer in the air, because if it's too cold, it can't snow, can it? So it's slightly warmer. Don't get me wrong, I didn't walk out like, oh my gosh, is it the Bahamas this morning? But it was slightly warmer in my bikini. No. Hello, Mrs. Christmas. I bet you get a lot of Christmas, don't you, at Linwolf Pole? Snow is good. Let the reindeers out to play. Oh, Miss Christmas, my imagination is so wild. I've now got an image of reindeers sort of lolling around and in the snow. Thank you very much for sending that in. It is snowing here. I'm just so excited. I have heard of it, Becky. It is a well-known ditty. Oh, thank you, Tina. Hey, maybe it's a Cheshire thing. It's not a Cheshire thing, isn't it? Is it? Mum used to say it to me all the time. Stitching time saves 9, doesn't it? Maybe it's a Cheshire thing. Maybe. My face is strange sometimes, isn't it? What was that? D. Followed Mark Smith's advice and cut it into 4 and put it with my sterling silver findings before I use them. Makes them go further. Yeah, D. In fact, some of our sterling silver boxes come with them already cut up, don't they? Actually. Yeah, completely. And thank you very much for sending that in, D. Hello to Martha. It said, we had so much snow one year, a neighbour made a 6-foot snow castle and his 3-year-old for his 3-year-old daughter just couldn't, she couldn't go in it. She could go in it. She could go in it. Oh my gosh, now I love you all so much, but if I could actually be outside now building myself a snow castle, I totally would be. That sounds brilliant, Martha. She could go in it. I've never even built a 6-foot snowman, let alone a castle. No. To be honest, if I was to build a 6-foot snowman, I wouldn't be able to reach the top, would I? So how am I going to do that? Well done to everyone who's getting these anti-tarnish. Great deal there for you. I've never, ever, ever been able to bring this to you before. But speaking of anti-tarnish, this is something very special indeed. It's extremely, extremely high quality. The type of thing I'm about to bring you now isn't something that is easily available. It's not something that's readily available. A lot of the time you will have to buy it overseas, and then obviously you have to be very careful about the kind of overseas tax, the delivery, etc. upon it. This is something incredibly special, and if you are into your stamping or into your copper sheet, if you're just into making some absolutely awe-inspiring pieces, I'm so happy to be able to bring this to you. I really am privileged. Oh my gosh. The weight on this, I can't believe that. Sterling silver.
Just on its own.
Sheet.
This comes with.
This
came with kit, didn't it?
Astonishing. You can buy it by itself now. Rajitha, can you come over here and feel this, please? This is so, oh my gosh, are you serious? What's the weight of a usual findings packs? 3 grams, 4 grams?
Yeah.
5 grams maybe. 50 grams this is. Feel that?
Oh wow. It is, isn't it?
That is weighty, isn't it?
Oh yes, solid. I'm just wondering
that is serious quality, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so solid, and I think, but still our shear cut, I think they work, or do we need to use the...
No, our cutters will go through it, and you can use the...
But it is quite, you can actually see it, how thick it is.
Isn't that amazing?
Amazing.
And look. Thanks, Rajitha.
Oh.
I can't get over that. That is stunning. And it does say 925 upon it as well. Yeah, it does, just here. So it says 925 there, so you know it's the real deal. 50 grams worth of precious metal. If you think about price per gram of our findings packs, it's got to be working out about £3 per gram usually, hasn't it? It's got to be. It's got to be. For a sterling silver findings pack. Oh, actually, no, it'll be more than that, because the silver ones are usually about sort of £13, aren't they? So actually, it's probably more like £4, I would say, per gram of precious metal in a findings pack. So if this was £4 per gram, and don't forget our £4 per gram-ish price point is actually exceptional. So how much would this be if it was £4 per gram? 5, 10, 15, 20. Is that £200? My maths are rubbish, aren't they? But I think it's about that. Is it? You're great at maths. No. You are. You are.
Not if you put me on spot.
You are. So if I've got, say it was £4 per gram, and I've got 50 grams worth, how much would that be?
£4 per gram.
Yeah.
Yep, 200.
£200. It's snowing, and I've just done maths. Today is great. Anyway, should be about £200. Today, though, per gram, it's working out about £1.30 For sterling silver, precious metal, this is phenomenal. This is absolutely phenomenal. The inherent value on this is astonishing. It's genuine 925. It's gorgeous to touch. I mean, that is serious, serious stuff. Even if you just cut this, just sliced it and folded it over into a beautiful ring, that is something special. You can stamp into it because it is thick enough. I mean, look at it from the side. That is sturdy enough to stamp into. Easy peasy. And you can put some force onto it too. That is astonishing. Your price point today, ladies and gentlemen, for 50 grams worth, £64.95 for you today on this. The anti-tarnish strips are at the bottom of the screen, by the way, if you want to get your hands on that. Do absolutely feel free to. I've got people, you know, getting their hands on a few of these, and absolutely, why not? I've not seen anything like this before. You don't have to pay the likes of all of the extra for the postage. It's only £2.95 still. You don't have to pay or worry about when it goes overseas. And you know, sometimes if you do an order overseas on certain things anyway, because I know the likes of Gemma Crowe have had issues with this. You know, the paperwork or whatever hasn't been done quite right, or there's a taxing issue, or there's a sending issue and everything else like that, and then you have to go and pick it up and you have to go and pay extra. You don't have any of that sort of issue at all. I think this is phenomenal. Rajitha, what would you do with this, please?
Oh, you know, I really want to get onto, you know, metal, you know, metal work jewelry.
Metal sheet
metal
and work,
sheets,
yeah.
Yes, I've got everything with me, but it's just, you know, it's like something, yeah, I'll definitely do it this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would, you know, it's something, you know, I want to get onto it because it is, it's so versatile. You can do anything with it once you know how to work with it. Bracelets, bracelet charms,
yeah,
and pendants.
Love,
you know,
that.
because I love drawing,
yeah,
and anything that I have in my mind, you know, if I can just
in your mind,
rather than having it on the paper, if I can have it here, and if I can learn how to kind of make it into a solid, you know, piece and wear it.
Great idea. Oh my gosh, and imagine if you did just a almost made your own beading cap with this, and then you paired it with the likes of the Sugar Lights, just one of them, that as a pendant would be one of the most high-end pieces you've probably ever made.
I think Sammy did once a really, you know, delicate thing. I think so. It was a similar sheet, sterling silver sheet, and I think she did a bit of I wonder if she did a bit of carving on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like etching.
Yeah, I like etching. Yes.
Oh, fab. That sounds amazing.
Stamping.
Like, yeah. Adding texture and things to it.
Oh,
it's just stunning. Well done, everybody. Great purchase. Nice one, all. 50 grams of precious metal, $64.95. And if you love your precious metal, I've got these coming up for you really shortly. Really shortly. They're coming up for you. Gorgeous quality, aren't they? Love that spiral detail. That was not in box 3, no, sorry. It's nice though, isn't it? Nice to look at. We'll do that now quick. Star by Pearls. And those go really nicely with these Star by Pearls we have coming up. Oh, actually, they really do. I did that completely unintentionally, but pat on the back, I think they look really nice together. But of course, anything really is going to go with this collection, isn't it? These are really very, very pretty Baroque earring findings. You've got all of these different types. You've got all of these different textures to them. I love the twisty detail one. Oh, come back. I love the spiral-esque ones. Please remember for me, these are 925, so even if you're giving to someone who's got a bit of a sensitive ear, or maybe you don't know if they do or they don't, it's a bit of a personal question, isn't it? Maybe you're not sure. Better to be safe than sorry, isn't it? So 925, less likely to have an allergic reaction than most of your base metals. You even get these ones that have the loops on. that have the locks, sorry, on. You're not as likely to have that moment of kind of getting that dreadful moment when you stand up from, you know, being out with your friends, or you've just had a meal and you stand up and you go, oh, where's my earring gone? Because it's locked into place there. Great if you're going to be using very high-end gemstones, such as the peridot I've got coming up, or the sugar light, for example. I've got all of these different ones, your circles, your loops, your double twisted, your swan necks I've got in there as well, all in your 95 quality. Price point today with the Matrix box, £17.95 for you today on that collection. So they're going to go great if you're going to be planning on using that 925 sheet that we've just brought you, and you want to be doing a really beautiful set or a really beautiful pairing. They're going to be absolutely sensational. And like I said, they are going to go great with the pearls that I did. Just to let you know, by the way, 2 pairs of each of those designs, as you can see on your screen now. And they do go great with the pearls as well. How do you feel about getting yourself something special? This is our Style Buy. So pretty. These are the opposite of the ones we had on earlier in a way, aren't they? They aren't the same kind of shape, they're almost a button, but the base, as opposed to on the other strand, which is the bottom of them. When is the base, not the base? Anyway, the bottom of these, the base of these has been drilled through, if that makes sense. See how that's the flattened area? Now that section's been drilled through. So you have still got that kind of shape, the buttoness shape, but because of the way they've been drilled, they're more of a rondelle, aren't they? Now, what kind of look's that going to give you, Rajitha, because they're more of a rondelle shape like this?
Looks as in when you make it into jewellery.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Rondelles are very good to use as bases. You know, if you want to break the pattern.
Yes, love that idea.
The best thing is use a rondelle, and you know, we do those seed beads. Can you imagine the 2 seed beads on both sides?
That'd be pretty.
You know, so that's what that's the first thing that I like to do when I get a rondelle gemstone.
Yeah.
And then they're perfect for bracelets, aren't they? And if because there's one side which is kind of flat. If you do, you know, with beading thread, we can always do weaving in such a way that it stays flat on your skin. So for bracelets, can you imagine? It's like they stay flat, which means an inch of the same strand would become about 2 or 3 inches when you make them flat.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So and it's amazing for those saucer side type of earrings. I don't know if you've seen different layered 2 or 3 layers, you know, and
pieces.
Yeah,
I like that idea.
There are so many things
really
you can
gives
do
you the
with
opportunity
it.
to let your imagination go wild, doesn't it?
But I'm just wondering, is this a new the luster that is coming out of these pearls? What is special about it?
Isn't it?
Is it
It's
something
astonishing.
new?
It's just the quality of them, I have to say. It's just the way in which the orient on these is so beautifully done. It's purely that, because you're getting lots of pinks and greens, aren't you?
That's what I'm wondering.
It is really beautiful strand. You got a lot of chances on this if you want it. It is our Star Buy, your price for it today. Did you expect £5.95, ladies and gentlemen? Rajitha definitely didn't. You didn't expect that, did you?
No. I'm still thinking this as a new strand. You know, we've never had in JewelleryMaker. That's what I'm thinking, because I don't have this strand.
No.
You know, so it's new for me.
No, yeah.
And when it's new, you can't have this price.
Well, we're not meant to have that price ever, let alone on pearls. Please don't forget, these are real. They're not fake, they're not faux, they're not a plastic. They're not anything they shouldn't be. They are the real deal. And, oh gosh, this is absolutely silly. This is like as mad as a box of frogs. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a natural strand. It's not been bleached. That'll be one reason that the quality of the pearlescence on this is so epic, because sometimes what happens is when you put a bleach on them, on pearls, so don't forget, if you ever see that these are bleached, They could have had loads of other treatments done on beforehand, such as heat, irradiation. The fact of the matter is, pearls are so regularly treated that we can only actually get in our graphics one of those treatments on. So in the trade, what we say is whenever you see that they've been bleached, it's more than likely they'll have been heated or irradiated before, you know, highly polished or whatever before. That's more than likely, that's kind of a given. These haven't had any of that done upon them. They're absolutely, completely natural. And when you're dealing with a natural pearl, you are dealing with a rarity, and therefore you're dealing with something that is, at a general standard, a much higher price than a treated one. Just like with any gem, really. Well, most gems, not all, but most gems. This is very special, therefore, that you are getting something natural. And that it will be one of the reasons you'll get so many of those colours banding across it. And also, because of the clarity, not the clarity, the quality of these, you will expect such a high-end price. You really will. That is something special as a parent, isn't it? What about if I told you you can get these two for under £150 today? You'd be happy, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? You would, wouldn't you? I'm going to bring those to you for that, lower than that today. Lower than 150, guarantee you. Gorgeous sugar light. That's coming up for you in a little bit. It is so, so beautiful, this gemstone. You have got loads of you purchasing this. Hello, everyone. Oh, do you know what else it might go nicely with? You know, I was saying before, you could add 1 or 2 pearls to something like that, Baresa, couldn't you? We had on earlier on. That was in the 8 o'clock hour, if you want it. Wow! Beautiful ickle baubles. Babies. It's snowing, ladies and gentlemen. Therefore, absolutely appropriate to imagine baubles. Hey, Duncan says, once. Why haven't I started that like it's going to be a story? Once, when we lived on a farm, it snowed that much that when we opened the door, there was a wall of snow. That actually sounds quite scary. I'm sorry about that. That actually sounds really scary. So you got in. Oh, hello, it is Michelle. You're right. So you walked in, and because you opened the door, it just kind of snowed against the door. What did you do? Did you dig yourself out? Just stay there. When we used to live in Wales, we used to live in a place called Redican, and what we used to do was we had an electric, we had a power cut one time, and it was snowing, so we ran out to the freezer and basically filled the freezer with snow to keep the food all right, because it was just before Christmas. Yeah, so snow can be mischievous, but can also be very useful. Content. Okay, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to head on over to a break already. Can you believe it? After the break, I've got a very special gemstone indeed. It's something that a lot of you may never have even had the opportunity to purchase. Ladies and gentlemen, straight after the break, this is your sugar light.
Are you new to jewellery making? Not sure where to start? Not sure what materials you'll need? Then tune in to JewelleryMaker between 7 PM and 9 PM throughout January for our Get Started show. We'll guide you through how to get started with step-by-step tutorials. Our talented designers will give you advice, inspiration, and introduce you to new mediums. Start off the new year with a new hobby.
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from JewelleryMaker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the JewelleryMaker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on JewelleryMaker. Simply search Jewellery Maker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at Jewellery Maker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewer's Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck. Live every day from 8 AM to 9 PM. So come and join in and get creating with Jewellery Maker.
Join guest designer Rachel Norris on her Artisan Earrings DVD. Get creating stunning designs in no time at all through the fantastic tuition from Rachel. The easy-to-follow steps shown on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and experience many different techniques specifically designed for creating earrings. This DVD covers how to make your own findings, Aztec, Art Deco and Aphrodite earrings. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy to follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Get creating stunning designs in no time at all with this brilliant Introduction to Kumihimo DVD with guest designer Sarah Elvin. These easy to follow steps on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and will show you the best techniques to get you started with this amazing medium. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
Well, you've been waiting and waiting and now it's here. Some of you might have been waiting for years. Some of you might have been waiting just since I mentioned it first thing this morning. No matter what the case, now's your opportunity. Some of you probably won't have even heard of this gemstone. Connoisseurs, I'm sure you will have. Connoisseurs will know about it. Connoisseurs, you'll have heard about it from all the books that you read, maybe even the courses you've been on, you will have heard of this gemstone. And for those of you who haven't, I'm just going to give you the opportunity right here, right now, to look at it and appreciate it, and just to see how this is so unique. Sugarlight. Now, how would you describe it? It's for me, okay, it's got the luster of a spinel. It's got a deepness and a richness of an amethyst and a garnet. But then if I hold it out, you'll be able to see it's almost got the texture internally of like a tiger's eye or a angelite, maybe even, because it's got this gorgeous kind of flowing detail, this wonderful kind of event almost happening underneath the surface of this. Now, this is something that has been imitated on numerous occasions. Now, why has it been imitated? Well, because you're going to imitate something that's ridiculously rare, aren't you? You're going to. The fact of the matter is that if you are likely to buy a sugarlight and you want to be able to get it as a real deal natural form, you're going to have to search high and low first off to get it naturally. You're going to have to search. And that's because imitations are abundant. Imitations are regular. In fact, I wonder if the GIA has something about it. Let me just find it, because it kicked up quite a big storm actually, that there was so many kind of imitations done of this gem. I found it. Here we go. Look. I've just gone on the GIA website because, as you'll know, I'm Gemological Institute of America trained, and the fact of the matter is with sugarlight that it has been imitated and locked. And actually, I just type it in, imitation sugarlight, GIA comes up instantly with a sorry, light's hitting it. There you are. You see the title? So it's essentially, they've even written an article about this. Now, this is the Gemological Institute of America, and essentially what it's saying that if you're obtaining sugarlight, it is so high-end, so extremely rare that people, and possibly even companies and sellers, are being very underhand indeed and actually just dyeing another gemstone to be able to recreate it. Now, you will know that that doesn't happen unless it's something very special indeed. Gem's completely agreeing with me here. Hello, gorgeous Gem. She's one of our guest designers, saying sugarlight is so hard to buy. It's often faked. If you do find it, it can be disappointing. To see this at JM is brilliant news. Gem, I'm absolutely 110% behind you. It is sensationally rare. And when it has been copied, it has been highly publicised. The reason it has been highly publicised is because it's like with anything. If you get an absolute crowning glory, if you get something exceptionally special, people are more than likely going to attempt to copy it. I mean, if you think of the likes of very high-end, bags, handbags for example, you can get these amazingly priced, amazingly branded handbags, can't you, that have all been individually hand stitched, that have all been delicately picked out to get, say, the best leathers, to get the most exceptional chains that might have even been gold plated. You can get those, or you can get the imitation, which haven't been hand-stitched, probably, which maybe haven't been made in the most ethical of manners, if we're honest, which isn't using the best fabrics and everything else. But those imitations are made because they want to look or appear to have the status of the real deal. This is not an imitation. This is not even died. This, and I've got to say, ladies and gentlemen, it has to be in my memory the first time I have ever, and bearing in mind, I've been working with jewellery for a few years now. I've been away on GIA courses. I've seen so many different types of jewellery. I've even, done spots on other channels working with different varieties of jewellery and gems that we bring you here. I have never seen or even actually heard whispers even of natural, real Sugarlight before. This is a real deal. This is something very, very special. This is something that truly, if you're a connoisseur, you will have already been purchasing this. If you're someone who maybe has been waiting for this, then you're in the right place. This gemstone itself is very, very special. It's sometimes referred to actually as royal laviolite, and that's because it appears in sort of a small range of colours, and you get these kind of really, really rich purples, and you can get lighter coloured ones as well. But like with the likes of your jadeite, most people will be looking for the richer colours. That's what we've got here. It is an opaque gemstone, so you've got what you're looking for here. It was discovered in kind of the 1940s, and it was first described properly in 1944. It actually received its name from a Japanese scientist actually who found it. It is a stunning, stunning gemstone. If you're into the likes of your crystal healing, the history on it is astonishing. The rarity of this is phenomenal. This one here is from the Northern Cape province of South Africa. And the fact that it's natural and rich and such a large size as well is exceptional. Your price point today, ladies and gentlemen. £89.95 is sensational for the size of this, for the carat weight of this. That is okay. If you wanted to pay that price when you wanted to get a full 5-6 mil, okay, not a problem. But to get it in 10 mil, a gemstone, that is pretty much unheard of. I mean, how long have you known about Sugarlight? Be honest with yourself. How long have you known? Some of you might have known for Sugarlight only for the past 10 years. Some of you might have actually known about Sugarlight for the past 10 minutes. Either way, that goes to show you the rarity of this. This isn't the type of gemstone that we can talk about all the time and publicise all the time because we don't get to get it. This isn't the type of gemstone that you're going to walk into Boodles, you're going to walk into Tiffany's, you're going to walk into HMS Samuel's. Or any place like that and just go, oh, hi, can I have a Sugarlight? And they'll bring you out a range. A lot of those, and I'll be honest, now this is just a guess, but I truly imagine that if you did walk into any of those shops and you said that to the staff, a lot of them would look at you blankly and go, just give me 1 second, and go off and chat to their mate about, hang on, have you heard of Sugarlight? Because that's how rare it is, in particular to be able to get it in pieces like this, in particular to be able to get it from one of the largest discoveries to date, which is from that Northern Cape province of South Africa, is very, very special indeed. I'm just absolutely over the moon for you, I really am. And will say, obviously, I'm not allowed to talk about crystal healing or beliefs in gemstones or anything else like that because it's not scientifically correct. So therefore, I can't talk about it or say it is real or not real on TV. But what I will say is, if you are interested in this, it is a gemstone that's meant to be good for the heart chakra. Certain people believe it's meant to kind of give you strength and kind of reduce levels of stress, it's believed as well. And also it's meant to be quite a positive stone, so it kind of is meant to, certain people believe, dispel of negative feelings. Hello, Pauline. Sugarlight, oh hello, it's just all right. Sugarlight with healing is also strengthened spirituality, psychic ability and channeling. Thank you for sending that in, Pauline. So isn't it interesting that this gemstone it was only discovered in properly spoken about in kind of 1944, but actually that already, it has this kind of tale behind it, this interest behind it. It is such a stunning gem, and to be able to have it like this is absolutely astonishing. And actually, I wish you could see this. Are you going to be able to see this? I do not know. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, okay? But if I show you these two, and I'm going to spin them, can you see under the surface purple and brown kind of speckles? Can you? Now that is so astonishing, because now I didn't think I was going to be able to talk about this, because obviously I just saw a picture of this when I've done my research on it and everything. I've never seen it in the flesh before. When you see these kind of reddish burnt umber colours in kind of almost cloud and spot formations, that is often called wild horse sugarlight. And the reason I didn't actually think I would be able to speak to you about this is because usually you don't actually get that unless the gemstone has been stabilised through the likes of irradiation. Very much like you stabilise a turquoise, usually you don't get to see that. But that's what they want. The wild horse, these kind of these speckles. I can't believe I've seen that actually. Those kind of speckles, those kind of almost cloud-like formations underneath the surface. The wild horse, usually, because that's what you want in sugarlight. You want that when you're setting it into jewellery. In the dark variety like this in particular, they will stabilise it by irradiating it, by shooting it with all of these rays, so that they can actually show those off. To get that naturally, I will be honest, I didn't even know that was possible. Pauline says, I have a small nugget of this gem, and it's gorgeous in its natural state, but it looks lovely in the round also. Thank you very much for that, Pauline. I agree with you, it really does. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get your hands on this, I didn't even mention this, and I'm going to now. We've just taken £20 off the price of this extremely rare gemstone. I can tell you this for nothing. That isn't something we should be doing, and I'll be honest, that was before I mentioned that it could be. It's got the kind of wild horse attributes naturally. Well done to you connoisseurs. That is an astonishing price point. It really, really is. I can't get over that. I've got a few more of those left if you want. And it would go actually really nicely with the likes of this Labradorite cabochon selection. These are coming up as a star buy for you. Now. It's snowing outside. And when it's snowing, I always think it feels a bit magical. It feels like enchanted, doesn't it? Imagine for me that it's snowing and you're in a forest and it's not too cold, but you're all wrapped up nice and warm, and you're walking through this crispy snow, and then you walk upon like this enchanted woodland. Now take a look at this, because that's basically what's happening. You ready? That is an enchanted woodland scene. To me, isn't it? It's almost like like a magical bark on like a fairy tree. It's almost like you're looking through all of these trunks of these fine trees with all that snow coming down. It's like there's a sun, look at that, about to rise behind it. Do you understand, when you look at pieces like this, why books have been written about this gemstones? Why this has been present in the likes of, you know, the Lord of the Rings films, in the Hobbit film, why they were looking for this gemstone? You understand, don't you? It is mystical. This is just phenomenal. Oh, and it's not the only one, you know. It just goes to show you that Labradorite comes in many forms and guises. Now, obviously, I'm not going to argue with what this is called, but I personally, given the amount of colour work in a lot of these gemstones, given the amount of pinks I'm getting in this and purples, and given the location, I personally, if I was to see this in a shop and make a judgment, would actually be calling this spectralite. The location is Madagascar. The amount of pinks you're getting is phenomenal. I've even got purple and lavender hues. Can you see them there? Kind of in that area. That is the type of thing I wouldn't be likely to see in a Labradorite, but I would in a spectralite from Madagascar. The quality of this, obviously we have described it as Labradorite. I'm just saying that would be my first instinct on this. This is absolutely exceptional. I mean, look at that one. If you can't tell me that looks more like a spectralite with that amount of reds, that is special, isn't it? They are absolutely, whoa. This is such an inspiring gemstone, and for 1,000 carats, you've got a lot to be inspired by. We are bringing you a big selection here. You've got some big statement ones. Obviously, it's done on carat weight, so I can't tell you you're exactly going to get this amount. It's done on carat weight, but for me, it equates to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Mine equates to. Look at the pinks on that. I'm not even moving that. Look at it. You know, that to me equates to 17. And we were saying the other day, if you want to go out and buy yourself a Labradorite cab, and you could get yourself a Labradorite cab for £5 with a size like this, £5 for a size like this and a quality like this. You ready? And again, you ready for it? You're looking. For a size like that and a quality like that, £5. Would in a beading shop or whatever be a great price, and I mean a great price. I've been into well-known stores and seen agates, cabochons, a size similar to this at $14.99 for an agate cab. So £5 for a cab like this would be great. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, £85 for the lot. Not a jewellery maker. You ready for this? Your price point today should be. Are you serious? I'm not arguing. I'm absolutely over the moon for you. £21.95. What do you think, Rajitha?
Isn't it?
That is special, isn't it?
Oh yeah, especially it's one, it's Labradorite. Two, you know, the amount of schiller and all the story that, you know, that's coming behind that, you know, the whole. You know, it's the way you were describing it. What was the word you used? It's not fantasy. It's the
kind of mystical fantasy.
Exactly. Yeah, amazing. And you know, wow, every single piece is different. Yeah, with that amazing schiller.
It's astonishing, isn't it?
Yes.
It is absolutely phenomenal. And don't forget, you don't just get huge pieces. You know, I've got smaller pieces here. I've got ones that would be lovely in rings, you know, or pendants if you wanted to. I've got really funky shaped ones as well. Really nice. That one gives you a really deep kind of blue. It's harder to get the darker colours under this light, but gives you a really, that's kind of a mystic grey, isn't it? Isn't that astonishing? Oh. That actually is the type of colour that I could see maybe more gents being sort of guided towards, actually. Really beautiful. Yeah. Ladies and gents, obviously. Dion just went, no. Yeah. I was like, ladies and gents. I don't just mean... No. Loads of you treating yourself to these ones, and absolutely rightly so. Rajitha, what would you be doing with these, please?
The one that you showed me, I was about to say, I would want to have a ring with that.
Which one? One of these ones.
Yeah, the square, the rectangle one.
Oh yeah. You want to?
Can you imagine that? You know, along. And I love wire wrapping. So yeah, it has to be wire wrapped. I will be wire wrapping, but you can always, you know, glue it on. Those who can't wire wrap, but I can just go on and on, you know, because it's got different shapes. So it's not just one pendant I'll be making. Do you see what I mean?
Totally see what you mean. No, I'm not saying that you might want to do a massive one like this.
It's giving that amylite sort of, you know, that effect. Is it amylite?
Yeah, you're right.
Can you see that? It's that blue, that peacocky blue coming out.
It's astonishing, isn't it? Oh, way up. Unusual tech. You can even see it from there, can't you? Look at that.
Zena does that, doesn't she?
Hello. Oh, way up, Susie. You all right, Jackal? Says, morning, Becky. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to Mike. Oh, Mike, your mum, your sister messaged you the other day. That was nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she did. You got her into jewellery making, haven't you?
Oh, is she?
That's nice. Wow. Hello to Ollie, director Ollie. Hello to lovely Dion. How are you, Dee? Is Kerry in there? Where's Kerry at? No. She's working in the office. And to put the icing on the top of your cake today, on this snowy Thursday, it is the one, the only Cassie! Whoa, ladies working it. Hello, she says, lovely to see... I haven't finished reading that text. Lovely to see you, Becky. Oh, thank you. The Labradorite are gorgeous. The square one is great. Fab deal, JM. Mwah, thank you very much. You're always so lovely. And I agree with you, they are phenomenal. Just to let everyone know, there's actually... Name's gone off the screen for a second time, almost. So if you want them, you know what to do, right? 0800 644 655. Great deal for you on this today. Just before the end of the hour. Get ready for sparkle. Oh. That is something seriously special, isn't it? Gosh, that's giving me chills. They're multiplying. I won't say no, but no, that did then. I was just falling into that then. Oh, that is a beautiful strand, very pretty. That's coming up for you shortly. But before that, it is our second kit time. How did you feel when you got this kit, Rajitha?
Oh, beautiful kit, lovely kit. I was like, oh, and especially, is that spinel?
Yeah, it is.
Because when I looked at that, I was like, whoa, we have a similar one in the kit.
Just like it, yeah. Yes. These ones are big,
that?
faceted, long, the drops these are.
I think they're smaller than or the same size. I don't know. But when you were holding that, and I was like, oh, is it kit time now?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was this strand.
What do you love about this strand?
Oh, it's a luster. It's the it's the drop shape of it, and it's basically. And can you see that the cluster? The cluster. It's jam packed. The whole strand with that. So I was like, okay, that has to be the main gemstones. But then I see there's emeralds. And I'm like, okay, now which one is the attention grabber?
Yeah,
exactly.
In particular in the rounds, that must be nice to have rounds in emeralds.
Yeah, I've done some delicate. I think I've used wire weaving. Used it with the wire that comes with the kit. But yeah, I loved working with it, and yeah, there's another strand, isn't it? I love this strand every time I get it in my kit, because you can use it as a spacer, you can use it as a gem, as a gemstone. This has it been color coated?
Yeah, you got the silver over the top of the hematite.
But beautiful kit, and it comes with the findings pack, I think, which is good, isn't it?
What do you love about our findings pack then? Oh, because it's the one with the like clubs, the club theme. I like these ones a lot. It's
because you can use those as decorative, head pins. I think I used it in. I don't know if I've used those the flower head pin, but I mostly keep them safe, for the special makes, for usual jewelries, I use the round ball head pin. But if it's, I've got stars and flowers, because they're like separate, I just keep them away in my stash. But they've got the feather head pins, which is great for the emeralds, emerald strand, because they've got tiny drill holes, and also for the black spinel, which I have used. But yeah, gorgeous kit. Loved it.
A stunning kit indeed. Yeah. I love the fact that we're getting so much in here. I haven't even finished sort of showing you all of it. I've got loads of wire in here too. And it's all sticking in that silver theme, which for me, I think kind of cools down the black of the black spinel and adds a real nice zealous to those gorgeous rounds of emerald, which are so special to have, I've got to say, to be able to bring you rounds as delicate. Of the wire, I'm bringing you 0.4 in the 10 metres. I've also got the 0.6. I'm then bringing you an entire essential threading pack as well. Your monofilament, which is super duper strong and lightweight and fine. I've got your beading thread, which has got that gorgeous coating over the top, and I've got your super stretchy clear elastic as well. This, as a collection, is something quite profound, actually. I mean, when you're bringing spinel with so much sparkle and your emerald together with a findings pack, that alone for me would be a kit. But actually with all the wire as well, and with that and the strand of your hematite, that is something special indeed. Honestly, for the emerald itself, okay, yes, they're delicate. They're a delicate emerald. They're a small-sized emerald in 4mm. But that is a great thing because A, we very rarely see emeralds in around. B, it means that you've got an emerald to be able to use as sparingly as you like because you're getting so many on here, but because they're so dainty, they're going to create a really gorgeous impact. And also for the fact that what you've got is that gorgeous variation in colours within that emerald. That is a really, really special opportunity for you all, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if you think about it, if I brought you a spinel at $24.95, that'd be a good price. That wouldn't be a price to argue with, would it? Because obviously we know spinel $19.95 to sort of £25, £30 at JewelleryMaker prices, our average, our go-to, isn't it? I am absolutely over the moon to be able to have a little nosy at this collection as you've made it up, because the gemstones just work so well, and I love your ideas in this. I really do. What was your inspiration with this astonishing collection?
I thought I'd only do earrings in the beginning because, you know, so that, you know, you get the, you know, you get to see the drops.
Yes.
But then I think I started off with the earrings, and then I thought, okay, based on that, you know, I can just made one necklace. So I could have, you know, gone on and on. But I think I've used most of the emeralds there. I have used most of the black spinel there. I had a bit of hematite, but because you can see I've made gem heavy pieces.
You have,
but because they're delicate, they don't look that heavy.
No, you're right.
And and for that reason, I haven't used most of the 0.6 wire. But I had, you know, I was like, if I had time, I'll make a good structural piece, you know. But I thought, you know, I had to stop myself, so I stopped. So I've got, you know, the 0.6mm wire, you know,
left over.
I've used very little from that, but I've used most of the 0.4 wire there. So yeah, there's a lot in the kit.
There is loads in the kit, and I love how you've worked like textures, and you've worked with the findings in slightly different ways. Obviously, use them in that sense of the base. I think if you want to get your hands on something that is so special, I mean, you've got to just bear in mind that actually for the price of the emeralds alone, that is truly sensational to be able to find that selection of rounds. Because I'm sure, would you agree that for beginners working with rounds is
it's perfect. That's a perfect shape. I would suggest a new jewelry maker to, you know, work with. I did it with a round. I remember mine was a druzy agate round, actually.
Good choice,
yeah, frosted one, and I still remember that. I think I've still got a piece made out of that. But because when it is round, I think there are. It's very versatile. You know, you can come up with different designs. But something like a drop, which means, you know, you can make it as a flower or a leaf or as a drop. But especially when it is top drilled, you're kind of restricted. But getting a round emerald is like, you know, you'll have to really, you know, look for it to get it. And getting it in this kit is amazing.
It is so difficult. It is so tricky to do. It really is. Sorry, I'm just typing in online because I want to see what emerald we've got in around.
This is like, is it 4mm round? Oh, we don't have that.
I've got, this is our website that I've got up at this moment in time, and I've just typed in emeralds and I've gone refine, so I've gone to rounds. Take a little look at what we've got in. This is a emerald emerald and sapphire collection, $79.95. This is quartzite next to it. That is quartzite next to it. The ones below are quartzite. So the only way at JewelleryMaker right now you can get your hands on emerald rounds is to buy the emerald and sapphire strand which is £79.95. Or you can just buy this kit, £24.95. You get spinel with it, you get chain with it, you get your wire with it, you get all those findings with it. It is genuinely astonishing price point, it really, really is. So do treat yourself whilst you can. And don't forget what you get free with this, ladies and gentlemen. Inspiration, which surely is the biggest gift of all. So we're going to have some inspiration right now from the wonderful Rajitha. And which design are we going to be looking at, please?
I was thinking I could go with the leaf I made with the emeralds, and then the flower. So you know, I can tell how to make a simple flower and the leaf. Before that, just wanted to check: is it, this is part of the kit, wasn't it? Because I did not see it with you.
You also get an extra pack by the looks of things.
There are 10 of those.
Of these ones, yeah, there they are. Look, yeah, they're on that picture. So you get 10 of those as well, which is how we've been able to use so many in that design.
Yeah, that is why, because I do not want to use it just as a earring hook. You know, I thought I'll use it.
Use it as a base as well. Love that idea.
Okay, because my demo is based on that, and I was like, oh, was it not part of the kit?
I love that. Mary says, hi, can you advise what the thickness of the essential threading pack is? Yeah, no problem. The beading thread is 0.38, isn't it? So this is of a millimetre, so super duper fine. The elastic, is that about a 0.5 or a 6? Oh, 0.8, sorry, 0.8 on the elastic. And then the beading thread, no, the monofilament is 0.25, so just like your wire, really. So they're all super duper fine, to be honest. Obviously, the elastic's a bit thicker, but you get that from elastic, in particular because of the strength of it. So do feel free to treat yourself to that. It really is a great price. I'm over them in for you. Emerald at £24.95 is like, oh yeah, don't mind if I do. Yeah, may as well. But with spinel and with wire and with findings, it's all silver plated. It's not silver colour. Oh, let's dip this in a bit of silver paint because it makes it look really jazzy. It's not that. It's genuine, real deal silver over the top of these. The real deal stuff. Not just a paint, not even just flash. It's proper plating. That means you get absolutely lashings of it over the top. £24.95. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, that's an absolute bargain. So treat yourself to it whilst you can. And now we're going to learn how to create these beautiful flowers with the leaf details using those graduated, perfectly round emeralds. Okie dokie, let's get started.
I'll just go through how to make the parts, like how to make the leaf and then flower. To begin with, I've used these earring findings for that. You can see there's a loop on one end of it, and I'm going to make a similar loop on the other side by using the round nose plier, turning it into it, so you can see they look like this now. What I'm going to do now is press them, hold them in the middle, just press them so that they come closer. Basically trying to make it into a leaf shape. I would give a slight kink at the middle so that, you know, I get a kind of an angle there.
Okay.
Of a leaf. I have made a leaf, but you can imagine 4 or 5 of these leaves would make a flower.
Flower, beautiful. So
they could also be, you know, made into petals. Yes. Okay. So to begin with, what I'm trying to achieve is, sorry, Becky, would you mind getting me the earring so that I can just show? Yeah. So it's this leaf I'm trying to do. So it basically, I've used the emeralds in it, and I've used the 0.4 wire.
Okay.
To weave. So to start with, I've used the 0.4 wire, and I've threaded in some 10 or 11 gemstones, and what you would do is at the center, slightly next to the point where we have the kink, I'm going to secure the 0.4 wire by looping it 3 times, and I'm going to drop 1 emerald there, and I go to the other side and secure the wire. Sorry, what I would want to do is loop it from under and then over, because that's how my weave is going to come, under and then over. So I've got the first emerald placed already. You can cut this extra wire very much at the end. Then I would drop the next gemstone. Normally, I tried something different. Usually, I would actually, when I'm doing wire weaving with the gemstone, I do it outside the wire. But this time, I thought I'll do it inside, so it's kind of filling the leaf with green color. Otherwise, you could always do it over as well. But for this particular design, this again under, and you would want this wire to go to the other side. So it goes to the other side with the gemstone staying there. 1, 2, 3. Drop the another one and go to the opposite side, under and over. So because it's open, it's easy to weave. You don't have to like thread in through the leaf.
I see, yeah.
So 1, 2. I think twice is also more than enough. It should be okay because these gemstones are quite delicate. The wire won't break. Then again, you repeat the procedure on both sides. And I've done a piece, if I can find it. Yes. So this is what you end up with. So you can see, I started off with this gemstone, then moved on to this, and then this. Likewise, continue doing it until you get to the bottom. And once you're at the bottom of it, what you need to do is, you can see these gemstones are kind of, they're moving. They don't stay intact. You could leave your design as it is, if you want some sort of movement going on in the design where the gemstones are moving. Otherwise, like I did, I try to secure that, what I have done there is, I've done a bit more of wire weaving. First, I would like to open this. I don't want it closed. So just put my round nose plier through it and open it up. Now, what I do next is, from this side, I am trying to grab hold of this gemstone and crossing it so that it doesn't move.
I see.
And I bring it back from the gap. Okay? And I'm going to stop this gemstone now. So it goes like that. And I through the gap. I'm going to take, sorry, this was from on the other side. And then it'll be that gemstone. Don't know if you can see it. Can you see that? Goes there, and then from the bottom, because we've done a bit of we've wrapped it around. This kind of it does not let the wires to slip down. It stays there as a catch for these wires. So I go to this side, bring it down. Now on this side for this emerald. So this is what I'm doing, and what I want to achieve is this.
I get you. Yeah.
So now if I show it again, once again, the wire came to that, through the bottom, it went there, and through the bottom there, through the bottom there. So it basically went to all the gemstones. Now it does not move, plus you've got the leaf veins in it.
That's beautiful. Love that.
So, so that's the finished leaf.
Yeah.
For the earring, I've used two leaves. I don't think I've got another one done. But next, I'll go to the flower.
Okay.
Yeah. So for the flower, you need the same 0.4 millimeter wire.
Which you did get in the wire and the kit even, by the way.
Exactly.
$24.95 at the side of your screen.
Yeah, not too long, about, I would say, about 12 inch should be okay. and you would actually want to find similar sized spinel. Slight difference here and there is okay, because you know nature is never perfect, but I wouldn't go for something like one this size and the other one this one, because then it'll be big difference, and the flower won't look like a flower basically. So I have, I think I've used 5 petals for the flower, but it's completely up to you. If you like to have 6, you know, have 6. And again, the good thing about this strand is that it's size graduated, so you can always come up with a design where you want to graduate the flower size as well. So you can start with the smaller drops and then move on to the bigger ones.
Love that.
Oh, actually, yeah. I should have threaded it already.
Don't worry
4,
about that. Don't worry.
And then the 5th one. Okay, so I've got these 5 now, and I'll leave about 3 to 4 inches on one side, and I'm just going to bring them together, and I'll have a feel of how they look. So you can see they look okay. Bring them closer. See how loose you want or how tight you want. You don't want them to be too loose, because then they'll be floppy.
Yeah.
So not too tight as well, because we're going to again wind the wire around. So yeah, about, you know, yeah, something like this should be okay, where there's movement but it's not too loose as well. Twist them 2 or 3 times, and this will go back. Okay. So if I hold it like this, so basically the twist is on the back side. I've got 5 petals here.
That's good.
Yeah, and I think I made flowers in 2 different ways. I'll show you the simplest one first. Take the longer end of the wire and wind it. Just pick one petal. Just wind it around 2 times, or even 3 times if you like it. Turn the flower, move on to the next one, again from the bottom up, motion twice, turn it around, so you can see this is what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, again turn it around, 4th petal, and then the 5th one. So there you go. The flower is done.
Fab. I love
and
that.
the wire stays behind, so you know it's
easy to attach.
Easy to attach, and
Great.
it looks quite neat on this side. It's a very simple way of making the flower, and this flower is done. There's another way of making the flower. I'll just go through that as well. Okay, it's the same 5 petal position, and taking the longer wire, what I would do is I'll pick 2 petals.
Yeah.
So from bottom, I'll cover the 2, and then I'll turn it around. I'll pick the next 2, where one of the leaf is common from the previous one. So this, again, these 2. They give slightly different look, but they look equally good. Both of them look good. So you can see it's like a design with a star effect in the center, whereas this is a slightly different look to it. Now, once you've done with that, if you want, you could also repeat what I've done here once more to make it more secure, or to give it a different look. Twist the wire, which is at the back. Just twist the flower, and then that'll twist the wire. Same here. Twisting the flower to twist the wire. Now, I think the earring I've made has had 2 leaves and 1 flower. Let's do one with 2 flowers and 1 leaf.
Hey, why not mixing it
Yeah,
up?
why not? So basically we've got, you can see that we've got these 3 now. So it's like holding on to what you have. Yeah, place them down and have a feel of it. Decide where do you want to place it, position wise, and then once you're happy with it, hold them together, give them a twist. Sorry. Yeah, give them a twist. Can you see that? And then use your round nose plier, or even if you have bail making plier to make a bail. Sorry, why am I thinking pendant?
No, I know what you mean, like a loop.
Yeah, like a loop, yeah. For earring, you know, just a round nose plier is fine, but if you want to make this as a pendant, you can use a bail making plier. Yeah. And it's simple wrap loop, you taking all the wires you have. If you have twisted them properly, neatly, they won't look this bad. But or you can actually get rid of a few of the wires if you like. You can cut them off right at the you know, just before coming to this level, so that doesn't show up. And I'm just cutting the wire.
That's lush.
So that's this down, and then you can use the same earring finding. Open the loop up. Thread it. Maybe this wasn't the best one. And you close it.
Oh, aren't they beautiful?
So, yeah, I was showing it to myself. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this finding is not the best one.
Look
There you
at
go.
that.
I would actually, yeah. I know I would keep this as a pendant then, or rather than an earring.
I love that.
Yeah,
I think
but
that's
it's just easy makes, and you know, you can always do the briole wrap, for the drops, but you know.
There's loads you could do with those ones. Pauline message saying, Becky, I had to tell you I received my Sweet Shop kit today with the purple opal. It's amazing. Remember, I thought it was a blue opal. Yes, I remember you thought you were going to get your first blue opal, but then when I said it was purple, you were even more amazed, but thankfully you'd already bought it. Oh. What's it like in the snow? I've never taken purple opal out in the snow. Is it snowing where you are? If it is, take it out for me. If not, just tell me how it is. Can you see all of the colours and stuff in it? Hello, Susie. What a fab idea for a leaf, Rajitha.
Oh,
fab
thank you.
Thank you very much for that. It works perfectly with the emerald, doesn't it? Thank you very much for getting in touch. Oh, hey, Shazza. Becky! Hello! Whoa! What beautiful jewellery Rajitha makes. Totally in awe with it all. Good day, my beauties, Blue, Lady Dion, and all the wonderful crew. Dion's just going, hey, Shazza. Hi. Oh. Thank you all for getting in touch. They're lovely. Okay, we have got to squeeze in now just before the break. Stop doing that. That's silly. Stop now. It's just doing a little dance because guess what? It's time to see the Wall of Fame.
Ah.
Hello everyone, we're here at the Wall of Fame and we are going to have a little nosy at what you've been making. Rajitha, looks like you've got a whole range of amber.
I know.
Amazing.
It's all the whole range, yeah, exactly. And this has been sent by Kaza Burchell.
Hello Karen.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Karen Burchell, sorry about that.
That's all right.
Hi everyone, here is a selection of things which I have recently made with the amber that I have purchased. Oh, what a collection. Oh, amazing.
So special.
I really love that bracelet. Can you see that? That negative bracelet.
Love that collection.
This one as well.
The charm. Yeah. Thank you so much for sending that in. 196 belongs to, I want to say Phaser. I might have said that wrong. Sorry if I have. I'm rubbish with reading. As soon as I seen this fantastic quartz, I knew what they were going to go with. Black. diamond and ruby. Thank you so much for allowing me the extra special piece, as the necklace was too small without the quartz for my taste. Hope I get a win. Good luck to you all, and that is Faisal Farza in Glasgow. Thank you so much. How special that is. I mean, really, 196.
This is 199 from Julie Lynch. Morning all at JM. Here's my entry for the Wall of Fame. I have made it from agate peacock drusies and iolite nuggets, all bought from JM, and I hope that it makes the wall I love the colors. I hope it makes the wall I love the colors. I did not want it to be an elaborate or fussy design, so kept it simple and let the gems speak for themselves. Thanks for the great show and beads. Julie Lynch in Crawley. Oh, thank you, Julie.
Thank you for that.
Like you said, you know, simple is beautiful, isn't it?
Is that a bit like the first strand you got?
Yeah, but I think this has the rainbow coating on it.
Yeah.
But it was same size, same druzy. Yes.
197 now. A lot of wire in this, really pretty. This is my first attempt at freeform wire work, made for a friend who was going to a posh do and required red. I'm not exactly happy with it, but time was against me. All materials from JM. Hope you the actual wall soon. Hope you resurrect the actual wall soon. Capitals on wall. I miss peering at the screen to see I've made it. And that is from She. Thank you very much for that, Sheena. What are we doing with the wall?
I used to do that, you know, when
We're doing like in the hub area soon.
Oh, okay.
We're going to get more interactive and stuff, so it will be up and running at some point soon. But it takes a long time. 197. Thanks for that.
This is 200, and this has been sent by Natalie Peck from Portsmouth. Hi JM, here's my entry into the week's Wall of Fame, a rainbow moonstone and black spinel sterling silver bracelet. I purchased the rainbow moonstone strand in December JM sale and thought they went perfectly with the black spinel I purchased from you a few months ago. I am hoping for a win this week so I can buy more of your gorgeous gemstone strands. Good luck to all the entries. Natalie from Portsmouth. I love it. And
very pretty.
Very pretty, and I quite like the, you know.
Thank you so much for sending in all of those. We greatly appreciate it. We love seeing your designs. We truly do. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time. We're going to head on over to a break because can you believe, 3 viewers, we're heading into our last hour. We are, after the break, though, going to bring you something very special indeed. It is going to be that stunning spin out after this very short yet informative break. See you in a second.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck. Did you know when you book on a Jewellery Maker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre. There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker. If you have a question or a query for JewelleryMaker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com. Join guest designer Sarah Elvin for the Introduction to Bead Looming DVD. Sarah will guide you through many techniques including adding beads, pattern creations, beading with chips, adding beads to warp thread, as well as how to set up your bead loom. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from JewelleryMaker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the JewelleryMaker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on JewelleryMaker. Simply search JewelleryMaker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at JewelleryMaker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewer's Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on JewelleryMaker.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with JewelleryMaker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our JewelleryMaker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Well, if you want a little bit of glamour, you can't go far too wrong with a spinel, can you? Well, I don't think you can anyway. Go really nice with that very special sugar light I had on earlier. Go really nice with the lovely amethyst I've got coming up in a bit. This is one of those gemstones, very much like a little black dress, that's going to go with pretty much everything you own. It's lustrous, it's intense. It is just so unusual. First off, the structure of it. The structure of it's really unique, I have to say. That's actually where its name comes from. Its name comes from the Latin word spina, which means thorn-like, and that's how it grows. It grows in these like thorn-like sections, and they really stick out and loop out, and it can look quite jagged and quite kind of intense. This is a really, really stunning gem that is kind of faceted to almost show off that thorn-like spiky effect with so much light and brightness. Totally natural, by the way. Stunning luster upon this. The luster on it's caused because of that structure, because of the way it's formed in those spinal-like columns. You get such a high shine. And when we talk about luster, what are we talking about? Okay, we're talking about light interaction on the surface, okay? So this you could describe as a virtuous luster. And essentially it means that the surface of each facet and the surface of the gemstone is so smooth, you get a lot of that light just pinging back to the eye. And of course you do get a lot of light pinging back to the eye, because the reflective index on this, you're looking at around about a 1.717. It's stunning black spinel. It's unique and individual, and the price point isn't. Ignore that price. Great price, don't get me wrong. Spinel's in the crown jewels, as well as many other special gems. £14.95 for you take for 145 carats worth of this stunning black spinel. Very workable, very usable. Great for you to use in the designs we've just seen created. Great for you to use just with a very simple briolet wrap around them. Whatever you decide to do with these, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun with them. £14.95. UFVX 39 is your code on this one. If you want to get it, you know what to do, don't you? 0800 644 4655. Or you can get in touch at JewelleryMaker.com if you want to as well. It's totally up to you. 0800 644 4655. I'm telling you, I don't know why we don't have a ringtone, like a jingle like that, like a theme jingle. Let's get on to that, guys. Let's get on to that. Catchy. Jewellery Maker. We could do it to our intro music, yeah. The one that goes, you know, the intro music to the morning show. And what you don't get to see. Yeah, should we try it? Yeah, let's get it up. Yeah. What you don't get to see is when we play that in the morning and we were like, well, come on, let's do this. It's like team spirit. It's like, come on, guys, work. When the music comes on, we get really hype about it. Oh, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. You ready? Here it is. Let's try and do the number to it. Ready? Yeah, go on. It's going in the black plasma. Oh, 800. 644 655. Press option 1. Brilliant. Right, let's record it out of the show. That's hilarious. It's much better than when that actually gets played in the morning and we're all here like, come on, guys. And I'm literally just sat here going, good morning. When, true story, when you can't see us, like, come on, guys, yeah. Yeah. Ollie usually refers to tiny temper. We're like, what? Go. So yeah, it's more catchy that. £14.95. Little insight behind the scenes at Jewellery Maker. No, we're not just this strange on air. Let me show you this very special strand I have coming up. Brand new. Top drilled, trilliant cut. The fact I'm going to bring this to you at under £5 a strand is special. £5 a strand, that's a lie. £5 a stone. I promise you though, I guarantee you this strand will be less than £35. Which is genuinely astonishing, because I don't know if you recall, but when we started doing the likes of your concave cut, I don't know if you remember, but we used to do, it was either 3 or 5 on a strand, and they were sort of 47, 49-ish pounds, weren't they, for 3 or 5. Now don't get me wrong, this isn't the same cut, but it's the same sort of gem quality, isn't it? That's coming up for you shortly. Okay, everybody, shall we bring to you some absolute essentials? Some jewellery making busts brought over by Cassandra. Whoa, and she's just literally throwing them on the desk now.
They fell.
They fell? Yeah, don't worry, Cass, it happens to me all the time, Petal. I've got for you here all these jewellery making busts. Now, really quickly, if you've not seen these before, let me show you around. Let me show you around a small one just because it's easier. Okay, so this is jewellery making bust. You can make onto it. You can display with it. You can take it to craft fairs with you. What you've got here is a beautiful, very, very soft leatherette design. It has got a cushioning to it, which obviously you can't see by me doing that, but that it is cushioned. You get the little sort of lever at the back, the little leg, and you also get the toggle, which means you can have this at different heights. You've also got the hinge, that's it, hinge detail there, and the hinge itself is not made from bent over cardboard. That means that it's not easy to tear or rip or take out in the rain, and it's going to get wet, and then it's just going to fall off one day, and all of a sudden you've got a bit of jewellery that's like, oh, look at my bit of jewellery, and then that breaks, it goes, and you're not going to get that. So it's going to stay there because it's screwed into place. But also you get this little lever section which has got the toggle which will take it all the way back if you want it to. Now, why is that important? Well, if I'm going to show you, let me just lighten it up again. If I'm going to show you a gem like this, I mean, that gem already looks very beautiful on there, doesn't it? But actually, just because of where the light's hitting it, it's not giving you that much brilliance. But if I rock that back, can you see the glow now? Can you see the glow on that now? It's because you can have it, and obviously it'll be different for each gem, but you can have it at whatever angle is best for the gemstone, but also whatever lighting conditions you're in, because obviously your lights will be different in different places if you go in into a craft fair or whatever. Another great thing about them is you've got a big selection. So I've got the small pairs, I've got the medium pair. Medium pair, by the way, in length from bottom to top is around about 12 inches. And you've got the large pair as well. Size-wise, about 14 inches on these ones. So these actually take up a fair amount of space. But that's a good thing, because it means you've got loads of pieces of different jewellery that you can work with. It means that you can create a really stunning different look, especially if you know, selling your pieces of jewellery, you can do that, and that's going to be great. But if you are selling your pieces of jewellery, you don't want a whole carload of these sitting up, do you? So the great thing about them is, this is going to be so satisfying. Sorry, I'm just getting really excited about this. So the great thing with this is that, yeah, right, they take a lot of space up, but because they're flat packed, ta-da! Price point today is a bit of a dada as well. £17.95 for you all today on these ones. That for a collection of 6 professional, and you can work on them, you can sell on them, you can even just display your own jewellery on them and keep them all nice and neat in your bedroom. For just that price point, for 6, is something very special. Catherine's saying, I have 12 of these for my store. I love them. The different heights work great, and the space saving is fantastic. Completely agree with you there, Catherine, and that's something that the likes of Angela Edwards always says, isn't it? She's one of our tutors here that tells you how to sell your jewellery. She always says when you're doing a stall, things like different lighting, different heights on things adds interest, it makes you stand out. So, and one thing I would say too is if you are selling jewellery, even just with a medium-sized one, the difference between seeing this on a stall, imagine that's a necklace, the difference between seeing that on a stall like that and this, catching the light, seeing how the customer's going to wear it, seeing that brilliance there, that, to my eye, would make the difference massively of whether or not I would buy it, wouldn't it? So get that whilst you can. Buy one, get one for £5 is your price point on it today, which is a great deal. Okay, everybody, look how small it goes. It's amazing, isn't it? Okay, everybody, are we ready and raring to go? I'm bringing to you now something very special. It's my amethyst. February babies. All of you people who are maybe an Aquarius, I have got this stunning, stunning gemstone for you. And everyone else out there, of course, because I wouldn't want anyone to not be able to get their hands on this. I think amethyst is one of those gemstones that is so famed, it's so well loved, everyone deserves to own it. If you want to be able to own this, now is your opportunity to do so. But I tell you what, I wish I could say I've got 173 of these, but I don't. You've got to get your hands on these if you want them. I've got under 100 of these, just under 100, only shy of 100, but under 100. And I wish I didn't, because this is such high quality. It's absolutely exquisiteness. If you want a gemstone that has history and folklore and tale and has stories written about it left, right and centre, you're in the right place. Even from way back when, you know, the ancient Greeks talking about this gemstone, how the gemstone was meant to have been formed. The gem itself is prestigious. It is highly known. It is very well known. And I think it's like a celebrity gemstone, really, isn't it, when you think about it? When I was younger, I knew the likes of an emerald, a ruby, and I knew an amethyst. I didn't particularly know what a spectralite was. I didn't particularly know what a labradorite was. But I knew a diamond, I knew an emerald, I knew a sapphire, and I knew an amethyst. This is, to my eye, knowing what I do about amethyst, being GIA trained as I am, this, to my eye, is gem quality. That's how I would describe it. Why? Well, because the clarity on it is absolutely profound. The way in which the light translates through this gemstone is an absolute phenomenon. And because essentially of the cut of this, the clarity of it, the colour of it, and everything you would expect in a gem quality gemstone. This is the type of thing that I would expect in a high-end jeweler's store ring. And if you will, just humour me for a second and imagine that this were a prong set ring. Imagine that for a second. Imagine that were a prong set ring. That could actually, if I'm honest, be an engagement ring, I think. Don't you? People are stepping away now from just diamonds in an engagement ring, aren't they? People are looking at different coloured gemstones. And I actually think, with the shape and size of that, that could be an engagement ring, couldn't it? Now, if you imagine that this were a prong set ring sold in a store, how much do you think it would be? Because I can tell you the first piece of adult jewellery I brought, very similar in size. It was an amethyst set into, I can never remember, it's either sterling silver or white gold. I'll have to have a look at that actually, because of course they'll have it. It was reduced in price, £165, reduced in price, just a high street store, no famous, not like special logos all over it, just a high street store, like a catalogue store basically. £165 at a reduced price. I promised you I'm going to take this to less than £5 per gemstone, which already is astonishing, because when we used to do the kind of concave cuts, similar-ish to this in the sense very high-end gem quality amethyst, we were bringing them to you for either a section of 3 or a section of 5. You were around the £47, £49 price tag. Today, if I were to bring this to you at a £5 per gem, that would actually be really, really good, because I tell you what, at a gem fair, if someone went to purchase an individual gem like this, an individual one to be made into a piece of jewellery, I tell you what, even at, you know, cost-cut prices, even in the trade prices, that wouldn't be a £5. You know, when we used to be affiliated with another TV shopping channel with Gemporia, they weren't going out and buying individual pieces for their, you know, high-end pieces. They weren't paying a £5 per one, I can tell you that. They were paying much more. Your price point today, though, for an entire strand is going to shock you. I am absolutely shocked by that. These are graduated, by the way, so you've got earrings and a pendant all the way along this. It's 6 to 7 mil. I've got for you here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I've got 19 on my strand now. Of course, you might get more, you might get less. But I've just worked out that is something silly each. How much? Okay, it's working out about 68 pence each. Rajitha, what do you think?
No. I just pounce on these sort of strands every time it comes on air, because they are different. They are, you know, they're just not normal strands. And like you said, they have the jewel. You know, you can perfect for a ring, which you would actually think that you bought it from a jeweler. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's
65
exactly,
left.
Yes,
85 left.
No, I don't. Oh, not just for the price, you know, for the beauty of it. You know, this is it's not. Is it lavender amethyst then? What would we call?
Sorry, say that to me again.
Is this a lavender amethyst or pink amethyst?
No, it's just described as an amethyst. It is a very, very delicate, and it is Brazilian, so it could be classed as pink, I suppose.
But it's lovely.
It is special, isn't it?
And for that price.
You'd be having a lot of fun with this, wouldn't you?
Oh, yes. You know, again, even if I buy it for this price, I won't be cutting the strand just like that, you know. I'll kind of, you know, look at it, stroke it for a long time, keep checking on it if it's okay. And then one day when I know that, okay, this is the special day I want to wear it, that's when I'll be using it. Because this is just, yeah, this has to be a special strand.
It is
but not for
a
the
very
price.
special strand, but the price does not
No, it doesn't reflect
that.
it.
I'll be
No,
honest, it doesn't. Absolutely stunning, says Lynn. Lynn, completely agree with you. Penelope, first off, I love your name. Got mine, how beautiful. OMG, had to have this lovely strand. Thank you so much, Becky, and the wonderful team for bringing so much inspiration. Oh, Penelope, you're absolutely more than welcome. You really, really are. We love bringing you treats and we love bringing you deals, and us as a team here, you know, we do, although all of us as a member of the team, you know, we've all worked here for quite a long time actually, considering, you know, we all get really interested still when we see unusual strands like this. And, you know, Dion and Ollie chatting in my ear, and they've both worked for the company numerous years, lots and lots of years put together. But even they're getting inspired by this. So Penelope, I'm glad that comes across, and I'm glad you can feel that, and I'm glad that you're kind of part of the family too. Okay, everyone, if everybody checks out over allocation. Okay, bringing to you the pearls. Oh my gosh, get ready to fall in love with these. I'm about to bring you a cashew pearl, and I am just so, the cashew pearls with that will be phenomenal.
Oh, they're so dainty. They're so cute.
They're so cute. What do you like about these pearls, please?
Oh, I think they're cute. Oh, look at the pearlescents. You know the pinks and purples coming as well.
It's fab, isn't it?
It's fab.
Now, one thing I do need to straighten out about a cashew pearl is something that I think people can get confused about sometimes. Now, first things first, when we talk about a cultured baroque or a cultured button pearl, we'll talk about, oh, look at the smoothness. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for smoothness, won't we? If you're going to get something that's high end, you want to go for the one that's super smooth. But a cashew's not. Okay. Also, another thing we'll talk about when we bring you another type of pearl is we'll talk about the size, won't they? Whoa, look at that. You know, it's a 10 mil. Oh my goodness, it's a 10 mil. That's amazing. That's massive. Okay, so you've got something that you're paying more for. Not with a cashew pearl. And also, with a perfect, you know, a button, for example, or a perfect freshwater pearl, we'll say, oh my gosh, it's perfectly round. Perfectly round. If it's a perfect round, that means you're paying more money. But again, not with a cashew pearl. The cashew pearl takes all the rules of a normal pearl and goes, nah, I'm not interested. See you later, pal. Throws it out the water. Because people are always asking as well, cashew pearls, when we say about a normal strand of pearls, you're looking for smoothness, perfect rounds, and you're looking for size. Well then, how come a cashew pearl are always higher price points? How come? Because you've got none of those things. The reason being, a cashew pearl is 100% nacre. So, what does that mean? It means there's no nucleus in this whatsoever. So, please use your imagination if you will. Say this gorgeous sugar light was a pearl. It does look a bit Tahitian actually. Say this gorgeous sugar light was a pearl. What you could do, scale this down slightly in your mind, but what you could do is, in a mollusk, put in an irritant, which is what we do. We put in an irritant. It's often a grain of sand, but it doesn't have to be. What you can actually put in is you can put in a pearl of that size as an irritant. And then, or even a bead of that size that is an irritant. And then the pearl itself could put over 2-3 weeks worth of nacre over the top. And of course, you're going to then get a pearl that is that size. But if the centre of it's not a pearl, it's just a bead, or even just, you can actually put little plastic figures in and everything. That means that technically, you've only got about a mill's worth of pearl, and the rest of it could really be a plastic. The expensive part of it is the nacre, the bit that's going over the top. These don't have a nucleus. These don't have a bead implanted in them. These don't have, you know, a irritant placed within them that's a large size. This is pure nacre. And because you've got that pure nacre, that means it's 100% of the expensive bit, essentially. It also means it takes a long time to form. So these will have taken about 4 or 5 years, they could have done, to form. That also means there's not a thin layer of something over the top that you can kind of almost see the irritant through. Obviously you can't on a pearl because it's opaque, but it can disturb the orient, and that means you get even more of that pearlescence. But actually what it also means is you are getting 100% pure Mother Nature, where Mother Nature herself has actually made a decision, where she's actually gone the vast majority of the time, do you know what? I don't want this irritant, so she'll get rid of the irritant. The shell will open, it will get rid of the irritant. So to carry on protecting itself, it will still use this nacre. The fact of the matter is that this is Mother Nature's decision. She's chosen to create this essentially without our input most of the time. The fact of the matter is it is pure nacre, which is why a cashew pearl is always pretty much more expensive than its counterpart. Your price point, what do you mean? Oh. Oh, Dion. Dion!
No.
Oh, no, D. Oh, my, no.
Did we see blue in that? I thought it was pink.
That is shocking. No, Dion. It wasn't me. It was Dion. I know for what. I cannot get. Oh, that shouldn't happen. Genuinely, that shouldn't happen. That wouldn't happen anywhere else that I know of. A true cashew pearl, and this is a true cashew pearl at that price, just should not be happening. What do you think of that, please, Rajitha?
You know what? I'm just thinking, you know, the whole session has been so educative. I don't think I'll get educated for this price, first of all, you know, about how regarding cashew pearls.
Oh.
Honestly. And then the price comes down to under £7.
That is
I don't know
silly.
Straight on. And I really love cashew pearls.
That
Especially
is
this one.
silly.
This is so different.
Plum colour, £9.95. Cherry colour, £9.95. Peach colour, oh sorry, white colour, £14.95. Peach colour, cashew pearls on our website right now, £24.95. Those are the prices I'm used to. Even the other white one we've got on online, which is the only white cashew pearl, we've got £14.95. Yeah, I'm used to that price. £6.95. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not used to, and you shouldn't get used to it either. You really shouldn't. Oh, I'm absolutely over the moon for all of you. I really am. That is silly. In a really nice way, in a really lovely way. If you want to treat yourself to that and a sugar light, I did have this sugar light on earlier for you. Very unique and individual gemstone. If you want it, come on in and get your hands on it because it's at the bottom of your screen now. We took £20 off. Huge pieces there. And the peridot. Oh. Oh, perfect. It looks like a spring day, but then it's decided to snow. It's snowing outside. As it looks like, doesn't it? It looks like the month we want it to be, i.e. summer, but the weather I want it to be, i.e. real nice big flakes of snow. Oh, I love that idea. Oh, look at this, isn't it stunning? Well done to everyone who's getting their hands on the cashew pearls. 42 in baskets. So that was 42, by the way. So if you want to get your hands on the last, probably about 21 of them-ish, then do feel free to just pick up the phone, give us the call, and do get your hands on these stunning cashew pearls. That is a very silly price, by the way. Very silly. Really silly. In particular, it'd look great if you wanted to pair it with something else a little bit mystical. It's now snowing in the mystical forest. Look at that. Oh, that's so pretty, isn't it? Oh. You could do, oh my gosh, Ollie. I'm going to send an email and say Ollie deserves a pay rise because this idea was so good. I probably won't, but it's a thought that counts. Yeah, I love the idea with the big one. Do a tree of life on top, and then these could be like the leaves, like the blossoms, or like it snowed in the enchanted forest. Oh, I love that idea. That is so fab, isn't it? The cabs are at the bottom of the screen. By the way, you've got 1,000 carats worth. That's astonishing, isn't it? 1,000 carats worth. Ow. Yeah. £21.95, great price point. Okay, everybody, I'm over allocated on the cashew pearls right now, but well done to all of you who did get them, because tell you what, you've got a right by there, you really have. Okay, everybody, do you fancy a little bit of a spring in your step? Now I'm bringing to you the peridot. The spring tones on this are so special. They really are just something else. I'm so over the moon for you all because I love me some peridot. This peridot, of course, August birthstone, is absolutely beautiful. It is a stunning, stunning idiochromatic gemstone, which basically means it comes in one colour. But it does come in a lot of derivatives of that colour. It does come in a lot of variations of that colour. You can get some with more back green tones, more with more golden tones behind it. This gemstone, I think, is genuinely stunning because you've got it in such a vibrant and clear colour. What do you think of this strand, please, Rajitha?
Yeah, it's a big contradiction, isn't it? There's snow, and then it not at all snow. You know, this is spring. Oh, I want sunshine. You know, it's all that. It's all the happy mood, happy feeling coming out. Look at the strand, and then you're automatically smiling. You are. You know. So it's lovely. It's wonderful, and I loved it with the cashew pearl when you were holding it together.
How would you pair this with the cashew?
Oh, if you know Kumi Himo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Perfect one. You know, you can do kumihimo braid, the round one, where the spiral braid, so you could actually see them going spiral.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, or for this one, you know, even the cascaded earring or necklace would be, you know, nice, very nice.
Ollie's saying you could do like a flowery design with the amethyst.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't you?
You've got
what if you did it? Now, I'm a card maker, I love my paper crafts, I do jewellery make, I dabble in a jewellery make, but imagine with these upside down, like tulip-like, you know, hanging upwards.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and you know, is it wisteria? Yeah, wisteria.
Yes.
You know,
and then these could be like the vines or the leaves.
Exactly.
Oh, I like that idea. Good teamwork there, pulling all our ideas together. Well done, guys. This is your beautiful, beautiful, natural, totally natural peridot. It's got a gorgeous brightness to it, a wonderful freshness, a gorgeous idiochromatic gemstone, giving you love, light and lustre. Golds, greens, yellow-esque tones. Your price point today. Ignore that. Ignore that price point. We're rolling it down. £12.95, everybody. That is something very special indeed. Some of the peridot we've been getting out of the ground, say over the last sort of 9 months probably, has been getting mucky, it's been getting dirty, it's been getting heavily included. This is not that. This is clear, this is crisp, this is like jumping into a pool of springtime, isn't it? That is a really sensational price point for this astonishing quality. It truly, truly is. If you want it, just get yourself on the phone lines. Peridot is going up and up and up and up and up for quality like this in a lot of places that we've seen. But actually, for us here today, we've just rolled it down in price. That is a great deal for something that is special, isn't it?
This strand is like, if you're buying this strand, it's like buying a double strand, because these gemstones are gem packed on both sides.
Got you.
So it's for $12.95. Oh, I'm speechless, to be honest. In fact, all the strands we're getting, the amethyst, the cashew pearl, this one, they all go so well with each other.
They really do.
I get back home, I think that's what I'm going to check, if they're still there in stock.
Yeah.
Oh, they're there, perfect. 1 PNP, I get all of them together.
Yeah, completely, absolutely.
Beautiful.
They're a special collection, aren't they?
They are.
So if you were to work with this by itself, what would you do with it for those people who just want to show off the glory of this gem?
Oh, okay. I will. What I would do is I would like to have them. If you know chainmail, that'll be perfect, because using chainmail, you actually get a chain made up. Get the chain done using chainmail technique, and then use these as drops everywhere, all over. So it'll be like just the green drops.
Love that.
It's very simple design, but I think that is where you get the most of it, because you space them around 1 centimeter from each other, so that you actually, you see the whole gemstone. With no, that'll be fabulous. That'll be the simplest design I would do. And you need not know chainmail. Just make simple chain by using jump rings, attaching to each other, or just a chain. The one we get with the findings pack, or if you have sterling silver chain.
Yes.
Perfect.
That would be very special. Good
enough drill hole size, and where you can put in the head pins. I would like to know the drill hole size of these ones. Are these the 0.4, the featherweight head pins ones? Because I bet the customers would want to know too. Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, the delicate one. Yeah, yeah, makes sense.
Wow, got mine, says Tara. Well, no, she goes, got mine. Like, have I? Yeah, you have. I'm sure you have. Well done to you and to everyone else. Plenty if you're getting your hands on these ones at that price. And you can see the quality, can't you? You see that brilliance bouncing onto my hand? Now that just goes to show you the quality of this. If this was really heavily included, you wouldn't get any of that. I can tell you that for a bag of beans. $12.95. What a genius price point. It is something very special indeed. Lovely for earrings and for pendants. Charm bracelet, I like the idea of. We were speaking of sterling silver alongside that. Why is it important for you to have sterling silver with that then?
I think it's like, how do I say, it's to value the gemstone.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
because I can always use silver plated, but it's like showing the gratitude. Thank you for coming to me.
Yes.
This is where I'm placing you.
It's to show kind of the quality.
The quality, yeah, exactly.
And yeah, I know what you mean. It's pairing it with something worth, isn't it?
Yeah, something. Yeah, it's just it has to go with sterling, so that's what it is worth.
Yeah, definitely. I think if you want to get yourself on something that really is just high end, that has got status and has got notoriety, gemstone wise, then it is best to pair it with something like this, because if you're going to sell your jewellery, I think that how you show something off will change dramatically what people think about it. If you went to let's think of something. If you went and bought a really posh pair of shoes, the really posh pair of shoes that might have the certain colour painted sole, or the type of posh shoes that maybe have a big name all over it. The type of well-known shoe that for a pair you could easily pay £800. If you went into one of those stores and you tried on all of these shoes and you picked your favourite ones and the lady says £800 and you try and make your face stop going, what? if you did that and you bought them and you know, you handed your cash over and then you got to the till and the lady, you know, very polite and everything, she went, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't believe this. We've actually not got the boxes, and actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this up in last week's newspaper, and there you go. Do you want to buy a 5p bag? You'd be like, excuse me, wouldn't you? You'd think there's something not right here. There's something not right. You'd actually possibly, even though you've been in the shop yourself, you'd probably actually question maybe even the authenticity. You'd be checking, you'd be thinking, wouldn't you? Because it's not what you expect. It's not the type of thing you expect. And certain gemstones will be expected to go with precious metals by some of your customers. And some of your customers, in particular those in the know, may well be questioning if you've got a specific high-end strand, why it's not paired with a sterling silver or a precious gold. You've got the means to an end here, a cord end. £6.95 for 3 pairs of these. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, that is something special. That is really special. £6.95. If you bought that 50-gram 925 sheet that I had on for you, yeah, 50-gram, 50. Do you want me to get it for you? They didn't move an inch. You know this one? This that I brought to you before, sterling silver, sorry, it has got all my mucky prints on. The one that says sterling silver on it, the one that's that thick, the one that is 50 grams in weight. You know, if you wanted to do a really individualised, tiny, tiny little section of this, tiny bit, maybe with a name stamped in there and pair it with this, what a match made in heaven, wouldn't it be? Match made in heaven. Okay, everybody, we are bringing you some more special deals in the form of a pearl. Not just any old pearl, the queen of pearls. Welcome back, Kerry. Welcome back. Lovely to see you. She's been gone. I've got for you here, very special indeed. Now, I'm about to show you some Tahitian pearls. These ones are our newer Tahitian pearls, aren't they, Dee? The ones that we launched sort of at the weekend. Were they those ones? These ones are a relatively new purchase for us. And these ones, ladies and gentlemen, are your 11.25 pearl. Now, these ones, am I right in saying we have done them before, though? Have I sold them before? Yes, these are the ones then. Yes, I knew it. This is on. We bought these to you on the clearance weekend, and these are very, very special. These are a very special purchase because you know and I know Tahitian pearls are very, very much up there in price point. Bearing in mind there is a lot of them. I've got for you here your Muratu pearls. Oh, come back. Your Muratu Tahitian pearls I've got here for you, and these are a sensational gem. Now, this is an organic from this stunning place in the world, the French Polynesia, and it is a sensational place. In fact, I wonder if I still have that picture. I do. Look, this is the location in which this is from. This is the actual farm. This isn't like you can have a holiday there. This is the actual farming area of it. That's the farm there. Who else is going, that's my type of farming. Yeah, I could do that actually. Yeah, but that's the actual location. That's the actual place. That's the farm itself. Oh, this is from that location in the world. And basically, I don't know whose idea this was, but they were very clever looking at that picture. Someone in the company went, we could carry on going to auction in different places in the world, and I could carry on buying the Tahitian pearls for this company over the phone in rainy Redditch, going, yes, I'll outbid that person, yes, bid again, yes, bid again, price is going up and up and up. And then someone, I don't know who it was, but they deserve a pay rise, clever, went, do you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to save the company money, and I'm going to go to the farm and I'm going to buy them directly because I'm that kind of person. That's what they did. So this set, we have decided to go to the location to get these. We didn't do that on our first batch of Tahitians, which is why the price on these is a shocker. We've gone straight to it, unlike pretty much, and I mean pretty much every single company out there in the world. There are so many companies who buy Tahitian pearls, some of the biggest names in the world get it in the same way we used to, which is going to auction and bidding and getting raised and raised and raised and raised and raised, because this is unlike any other organic and gem in the way that it's purchased, really. Unlike pretty much every single other company out there, we went straight to the farm, straight to the location, and because of that, we got a great price. And this was it. £119.95 is actually the price. That is less than the price than we bought you the first time around when we were still getting them at auction. So already you've saved money. But because we got them at a stonking price, because we did this at a clearance weekend, we actually dropped it to $79.95 for 3 of them. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the biggest Tahitian pearls I personally have seen. There are the 11 mil 11.25 mil. These ones will have taken from the actual forming process of the mollusk, because you have to leave the mollusk. It's a black lip shell. It's a black lip mollusk. We've saved these for such a long time, that the mollusk for these pearls will have actually been kind of working, as it were, for about 12 years to form these, because actually you have to leave them 21 months before. That price point per one is about $26.65 for a Tahitian pearl. That is unheard of, that is phenomenal, and honestly, that is because for these ones that we've purchased here, we haven't done it for ones in the past, these ones here, we've gone straight to the person and gotten the best deal. As opposed to going to auction, you will, even if you've never been to an auction, we've all seen Bargain Hunt, haven't we, and stuff like that. You know, we've all seen it, haven't we? Kerry, it's her favourite. Oh, good. Slight sense of sarcasm there. But yeah, you see these programs where they take them to auction, don't you? They go hunting for stuff, they take it to auction, and then people bid, and then it goes up in price, and you bid more and more and more, and then whoever bids the highest gets them. That's how we used to buy our Tahitian pearls. Not with these ones today, though. Not with these ones. They are astonishing. The fact that they're round is amazing as well, because when we think of Tahitian pearls, a lot of you will think about the Tahitian pearls you've seen here. So you think, oh, Tahitian pearls, yeah, the ones that are naturally that gorgeous dark colour with like kind of undertones of greens and peacocks, those kind of undertones. But then you'll also think, yeah, the perfectly round ones, Tahitian pearls aren't all round. It's about 40, that's it, % of all Tahitian pearls around. Well done, everyone, great deal. Shocker of a price. Amethyst, aquamarine and sky blue topaz. In a box that's over there, I think. I have got here for you what you're seeing on screen right now. I've got for you here. I'm just looking, are those Tahitian pearls over there? Have they been made by a budding beader? Looks like it. It's not. What? What is it? Oh, it's for next hour. Whoa! Can't wait to show you them later. Yeah, have a little look. They're coming up next hour, those ones. Coming up next hour. Just want to bring one bit over. Oh, perfect. Yeah, thank you. Bring the next over. These Tahitian pearls that we've just actually could do this with. Oh, they would look phenomenal. Who's been lucky enough? Sue. And you've got a pair of earrings, and I'll show you those later on in the next hour. They're coming up. Okay, so I've got for you now a stunning trio. Now, I've got to be quick on these ones because I tell you what, we've not got long left of this hour and we are leaving the Freeview people very, very soon. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have got an aquamarine, wow, a sky blue topaz, stunning, and a phenomenal amethyst. What an array you have here. Ultimate Treasures is totally right, because what we have here is you have a really bold, strong, really bold, strong aquamarine. It's one of those gemstones that is pretty much constantly in the Tiffany Blue Book every single year when they take their Blue Book out. This will be highlighted within there a number of occasions. It has got that status, it has got that perceived value. I've also got in here for you your Sky Blue Topaz, one of the highest RIs of any other gemstone, and you can actually see that when I'm moving my fingers underneath, because you can see the internal luster and the internal brilliance, that light that has shone through these and actually illuminates the skin. You can get that look too. Blue Topaz does it effortlessly well. And last but by no means least, February's birthstone, and I just need to hold this up to my neckline because amethyst for me is just, it's beautiful. Can you see any pinks? Because I can. The quality of that in quite a few of them, pinks at the corners, at the sides. To get that pink with that back palette of that regal and royal purple is sensational. So what I've got extreme quality on every single one. The pleochrysm of the pink and purple amethyst, that beautiful strength of colour and also status of the aquamarine, and that amazing brilliance and RI coming from the Sky Blue Topaz. Your price point today for the Ultimate Treasures, $29.95 should be your price, but you know what, it shouldn't be, because I actually think this could be more. £19.95. Genuinely, that is a big unnecessary price slash. I think that's working out £6.65 approximately each. That doesn't equate, because genuinely, if I brought you this amethyst alone at any other occasion, my estimate JewelleryMaker price would be a $14.95 price tag on that alone. Easily. The topaz, you know, $19.95 probably. That is something very special indeed. That is a big, hefty price drop for you, ladies and gentlemen. And please don't forget, these are the absolute real deal. Work them together, work them separately. And again, it sounds silly, but you get the magnetic box as well. Which sounds silly, but you know, it's great if you're going to be storing your pieces, if you're going to be giving as a gift a bracelet, you could make it here. It's a bracelet box basically, isn't it? I went and bought a box the other day. Now I better not say who it was for, because I think they got the gift yesterday. But basically, bought a really nice garnet necklace for a loved one. Got a box, which was just a plain box that you had to cover yourself. Did a bit of decoupage, you know. Decoupage it yourself. There was a slot to put in it so you can put a photo in it. So you have to print out a photo and put the slot in, and you've got to get all your glue out and cut out all these sections and da-da-da. You have to take the sticker off the bottom, which nearly ripped the bottom, so I had to put it on, and then I had to put more decoupage over the top. Anyway, to do this tiny box took me a good 2 hours probably to do all of it. Tiny box. And then they charged me for the pleasure of doing it. £1.80 the box was. It's a tiny box. And then for the paper itself, it was almost £4. Now, this, it's even got a magnet in. It's got a beautiful little area. It's golden. And if you did want to decoupage it, you could easily if you wanted to. So, you know, things like this, you can be charging big bucks for. You really can. $19.95 is something special on this collection. It really is something special indeed. I absolutely love and adore it, and I love all the colours that are running through it as well. I do love a good bit of decoupage. I really do. It's lovely. It's past the time. So do feel free to treat yourself to these ones, because I think they're sensational at that price. Something never to be missed. Oh, loads of you getting your hands on these ones. Lovely to see all of you. I've got multi-buyers, left, right, centre, up and down. So that is also lovely to see. Aisha's in with us. Please do check out those baskets for me. Hello to Lucy and Carol and Jill and Gail and Gemma and Jan and Mary and Maureen and Angela and Susan and Dawn and Zara and Catherine and Helen and all of you. Hello to you all. It's really nice to see every single one of you, and thank you for joining us today. Okie pokey, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to say goodbye to three of you, and if you are going to leave us, don't go. No, you can if you want to, it's okay. But if you want to stay with us, do feel free to get in touch at JewelleryMaker.com. If you're, thank you so much, Rajitha, for joining us today. I've had so much fun.
It was great. Yeah. Oh, it was so much fun and great show.
When are you with us next?
I'll be next week. I think it's weekend. I think it's 24th.
24th. We'll see you then. For everyone else, I'll see you after the break.
There are 2 easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on